Hello everyone, good morning to all of you, online and offline people. How was the test, guys? Medieval history has been started now. How was the test? Medium difficulty, or it was easy, or it was difficult? All right, so let us start. And first of all, tell me what problems do you face in medieval history? Before starting, what are the problems which you have faced online also? Let me know. As compared to ancient history, is it easy to cover or is it difficult to cover as compared to ancient history? Easy to cover. Now you will find that this is one of the most vast subject over here. Some people will be understanding, right? What else problem you see over here in medieval history specifically? There must be some problems you might have faced. Contemporaries are there, right? One, contemporaries you have seen. Second, local kingdoms also you will see over here, apart from other things which you are seeing in the examination. As per the PYQ we are talking about over here. PYQ mein what do you see? Terminologies is one difficult thing to cover from medieval history as compared to ancient history, right? Because over here a lot of random terminologies will be asked in the examination, but that is a random part again. Apart from this, timeline sense questions are being asked from here or not? Timeline sense, like in ancient history we are seeing it through. In the medieval history, are you seeing the timeline sense question from here to or not? Over here also you will see the timeline sense question repeatedly, year after year they have given it. I'll be showing you that. Why? Because first of all you keep these PYQs in your mind, then do the revision, then do these test series. It will help you, right? You will be able to go ahead in the right direction. Okay. What is the trend of medieval history? Avinash is right, difficult and boring. This subject is difficult and boring as compared to ancient history. What are the recommended sources which you are following, guys, over here? What is the recommended source which you must have followed to? What have you followed? Satish Chandra is one of the major recommended sources of here. Other sources also, let me tell you, those student sources for your medieval history. One major source is Satish Chandra, and this is the book also I would recommend. Another sources are, like ancient history, you will not see many sources over here. Even if you are covering Satish Chandra, more than enough. But over here, when you have read it, it is so bulky that you will forget after reading one para what you were reading about. Have you faced this issue? If you have read it, you would have faced it. And this is the Prelims Revision Program, and I'm assuming that you must have read on your own, right? Apart from this, sources are your NCERTs. Preferably, NCERTs over here are 7th class and 12th class. Also in Tamil Nadu, NCERT you will be seeing over here, but Tamil Nadu is not recommended for medieval. The most recommended book you will be finding over here, Satish Chandra. Alright guys, let us see the questions which are being asked over here. Almost every year you will be seeing that in and around from medieval history 3 to 4 question, 4 to 5 question. Now the trend has increased of ancient and medieval, so questions are being asked more from this particular part. Alright. Okay, over here. This was one of the recent question which was asked. Don't see it right now. See this question over here, 4th. Analyze the question, guys. Over here, the way you have given test, it is over now. Focus in the class. You will get the most out of it if you are just being attentive over here. You will be able to solve at least 50 to 80% of the question in the prelims examination rightly if you are focusing in this flash revision part itself. What is being asked? I don't want answer again. What is being asked over here? Acumen, right? Remembering all these factual knowledge, right? Administration. We'll be understanding all of it. What is being asked, guys? Related kings. You are seeing that, okay, contemporariness is asked over here. So by seeing this question, will you understand that Nanuk become important? now or this Jaya Shakti becomes important. This is not the case. Nanuk and Jaya Shakti are not important. They are important just from the dynasty point of view, that which dynasty they were ruling from. And this is one of the most difficult question of 2022 prelims. 2022 or 2023 you will be seeing this. 2022 I guess. One of the most difficult question. Okay, 4 to 5 questions were from there in medieval history. One question was this, and this question you will repeatedly see. Okay, out of these questions, what is one ideology I have told you that okay, the way they are framing question, can anybody tell me how they have framed the question, with what mindset? Mindset I am talking about. Anybody? You people are connected with me, modern also, now ancient also, this is medieval. Tell me. What type of ideology you are seeing over here? The ideology of 50-50%. 50% known, 50% unknown. This I have already been telling you. Same you are seeing. Nagabhatta to Bhoj, you know. Nanuk Jayashakti, random new. Again, you will be seeing this type of question in the examination. You can identify the pattern now, right? This type of question also, ancient also I have shown you. Again, see this question, guys. 2022 prelims. Understanding what they are trying to ask from here? Again, timeline sense when these dynasties were there. Is Hoysala important, Gadwala important, Kakatiya important, Yadavas important? Again, these are regional dynasties. Nobody will ask you in detail about in this. Detail information will be asked about Alauddin Khilji, Akbar, Krishna Dev Rai. These are their rulers which you have to study in detail, not these rulers, right? Only timeline sense. Again, these are factual questions which are being asked in the examination. These are easy questions to capture, like this. Also 2024 prelims. Easy question to capture. That means factual knowledge also you should have it on your tips. Otherwise, it will be difficult for you, right? See this type of questions, 2022 prelims. What they are being asked, what they are trying to focus upon. Contemporaneous and the events which were happening at that point of time. Again, they will be telling you during the reign of Alauddin Khilji. Now you have in your head, you have to reach up to the reign of Alauddin Khilji. When Alauddin Khilji was ruling? Great. This is the way you have to read it. 1296 to 1316 you will be seeing the rule of Alauddin. This should be on your tips, and within seconds you have to be on there, right? In this question, try to understand the facts. Are then they are assuming that you know the reign of Alauddin Khilji, and then they are adding one fact, making it difficult. Like this, I have already shown you questions in ancient too. Muhammad bin Tughlaq temporary law, again factual questions. This was on Mongol invasion, 2021 prelims. Don't solve it, but just understand it, guys. What you are seeing over here. Again, contemporaneous. When Iltutmish was existing, what was it happening or not? Iltutmish was existing when? Exact information you need. Again, Muhammad bin Tughlaq was ruling when? Important facts to baat ki baat hai. That is that you will build up later on. But again, timeline sense is being asked about. This is on administration question. Ikhta, Amil, Mir Bakshis. Again, Jagirdar, Zamindars. Over here, see this question, guys. Very important question. 2020 prelims. Chronology based question. That means chronology based questions are also coming over here, right? So now let us do the revision, and the syllabus of today was medieval history. What was the syllabus of today's test? What was there? tripartite struggle for Kannauj, and other Imperial Cholas, right? Apart from that, okay, let me write it. So your topics of today's medieval history test was tripartite struggle for Kannauj plus Imperial Cholas. Second, rise of Rajput kingdoms. Also in this time frame, what you will be seeing? Arab invasions. Parallelly it was going on or not? Again I am saying, all those students, doesn't matter how have you given the test, focus over here. If you're sitting over here, utilize it to your best, right? Most of the things you will be getting by just listening to the class. I'll be making some sense out of it. Third, Rajput kingdoms and Arab invasions were also happening. Third major topic was Delhi Sultanate. Entire Delhi Sultanate was there. Now this first test was heavy. 50% of the medieval history was asked over here. The rest 50% involves your Mughal Empire, Bhakti Sufi, or Bhakti Sufi questions were also there, right? 1 or 2 questions, but in the next class we'll be discussing it. And your Vijayanagar and Bhamani kingdom are remaining over here in the next 50%, right? So it will be difficult for me to cover this entire medieval history, 50% of the medieval history. So just be attentive. I'll be running fast over here, right? But we'll be giving you something, timeline sense on all you will be understanding. So again, ancient history you all have done, right? So ancient history till when we have reached, come to the timeline sense, be active. Medieval history we have reached from, started from BC, and we have ended ancient history from 750 AD. And the last rule, major rule where political unification was there was under, and that was from 550 AD to 750 AD. That is Harsha and Southern Indian kingdoms rule was there. Southern Indian kingdoms in the form of Pallavas and Chalukyas. Great. So let us begin over here, guys. 2 maps I am showing you. One is of 650 AD, and now we are moving ahead to 750 AD. What will be the changes you were seeing over here in the political scenario? 650 AD, what was happening? And this 750 AD, what will be happening now? 650 AD, what was the political scenario? In 650 AD, what you will be seeing? Harsha just got died, 648 AD. So the vast empire over here will be like this, or not? Because after 650 AD, it will start declining, right? It will start declining in these 100 years. What about this Karnataka, Maharashtra region? The decline of whom? Chalukyas. Vakatakas are in Guptas. Don't get confused again. Come to the timeline sense, guys. Over here, who was ruling? Pallavas. And the decline of Pallavas also you will be seeing in the next 100 years. In Harsha's time period, which area became important? Kannauj. Why Kannauj become important? Fast reply. Because over here the kingdoms, the whole kingdom's capital was there. Capital is there, that means treasury was there. Treasury was there means the most important works were happening in this place. And this was known for its area of control, area of command. So anybody who wants to rule over North India now will try to focus upon Kannauj. So that's why over here regional breaking up of this Harsha kingdom will be, you will be seeing in the form of, in the Gujarat region, one dynasty will emerge in the form of Gurjara-Pratiharas. In the Bengal region, one dynasties will emerge in the form of Palas. And in the Deccan region, one more, the feudatories of Chalukyans only over here you will be seeing, one more kingdom will be emerging, a dynasty, that is Rashtrakutas. Also over here from the southern Indian political scenario, you will be seeing the emergence of Imperial Cholas. Imperial Cholas. Now from the next 750 to 1250 AD, this is one broad early medieval history you are seeing over here, guys. That this was happening over here. In the northern India, was stability was there in 750 to 1250? Stability was there. Whenever there is whenever there is disturbance in the mainland India, what you are seeing? What you are seeing? Invasions. So invasions parallelly you will see in the form of Arab invasions, Arab and Turk invasions. Understand this completely, guys. They go over here. I'll not be making you read out the factual points. I'll be giving you some sense to connect the whole story of medieval history. Try to be attentive. It will be useful for you only. Even if you are listening to this class, you will be able to solve the question in prelims, I'm telling you. And this is the shortest way possible you can make some sense out of medieval history, right? So over here, Gurjar-Pratiharas, Palas, Rashtrakutas, and this is Kannauj over here. So whenever there is internal disturbance, you are seeing invasions in the form of now Arab and Turk invasions. In southern India, stability was there, and this is the time period we are talking about, again 750 to 1250. Broadly, I am saying. I am not saying that Palas were ruling 750 to 1250. I am saying broadly all these happenings were happening in India. Alright. While writing in mains, you can utilize this timeline, but for prelims, I will be giving you some exact timelines too. Okay, Imperial Cholas were ruling over here. Were they giving and providing any political stability in the southern India? For these 400 years, you will be seeing the only major power over here, which was expanding, was Imperial Cholas. So, as compared to the northern India, you will be seeing southern India was comparatively stable. And because of their stability, you will be seeing that there were cultural developments were also happening. Cultural development, religious developments you will be seeing in the form of art and architecture will flourish. Apart from that, literature apart from that, trade apart from that. The most important over here, the rise of early Bhakti movement, which you have seen in Pallavas also. Pallavas also you have seen, because in Mahendravarman 1, you have seen one Shaivite saint. Apar, great. This is the way you have to think and you have to go, guys. Okay, over here Imperial Cholas are there, providing internal stability in political southern India. These are Rashtrakutas over here. These are Gurjar-Pratiharas. Over here Palas, and Arab and Turk invasion in the form of Muhammad bin Qasim. Over here Ghazni, Mahmud of Ghazni. Mahmud of Ghazni. Over here Ghurid or Ghurid dynasty, you will be seeing Muhammad Ghori. These three were invading over here. Ultimately, after 1250 or 1206 exactly, you will be seeing the coming up of Delhi Sultanate. Okay, but over here we'll be focusing. What is important from here, from the examination perspective? Examination perspective, so what is important from this particular topic? Huh? Chronology is important. One major thing is chronology. You have to know that when Mihira Bhoja was existing. Can you tell me when Mihira Bhoja was existing? Eight close. But you are telling me the end of Mihira Bhoja, not 750s. At least you should have the idea that whether he was ruling in 750s, 850s or 950s. When I told you when the most important ruler of Imperial Chola, Rajendra I was ruling. From here only this type of question will come again. Again I am telling you. When Rajendra Chola was ruling. Rajendra I. Can you tell me the rough understanding of it? Not 850. He will be ruling around 11th century, means 1000. Again, when I am telling you the Rashtrakutas Krishna I, the most important ruler which you must have studied from Ellora caves, right? And one of the Kailasha temple he must have formed, right? So over here when he was ruling. Again, this type of information you need from here. And some important scholars also becomes over here, like Al-Masudi, Al-Baruni, Suleiman. What else you see over here? Ibn Battuta will come in Delhi Sultanate. Over here these people will become important, because the history we are constructing is because of them. Medieval history is more chaotic than ancient history, because over here we have most of the sources reliable and a lot of history is available over here, right? Not over here but in Delhi Sultanate time frame, and as you approach more closer to the modern history, right? Okay. So over here let us see the rulers first of all, when these Gurjar-Pratiharas were existing. Gurjar-Pratiharas, guys, timeline, tell me of Gurjar-Pratiharas. Tell me the timeline. Again, different timelines you will speak. I'll tell you, fix 750 AD to 1050 AD. The last ruler you will be seeing 1050. Now, you must have understood that it is not fixed over here. We have fixed it. They might have started somewhere near 730s, 720s. This you must be understanding. Eh? So over here, like this also, they were not ending in 1050. They might have ended in 1030 or 1060. I'll be showing you the exact timelines too. But this you try to remember if you are listening over here. Gurjara-Pratiharas, who were the initial founders of Gurjara-Pratiharas, guys? Nagbhat 2 or 1? So somewhere you will be finding this Dadda over here, that he will be the initial founder. But in some sources you will be finding it. Also, will he be ruling the vast area and will he be fighting for Kannauj? Tripartite struggle for, you will not be seeing Dadda will be including in that. And he is also not considered to be the real founder. Then who is the real founder? Nagbhatta 1. And his rule will be started over here. Timelines I'll be showing you, just see the rulers over here. After Nagbhatta 1 is considered to be the real founder of this Gurjara-Pratihara's kingdom. After Nagbhatta 1, what you will be seeing? Vatsaraja. After Vatsaraja, now it is said that Vatsaraja will be important because he will be expanding till Kannauj, and in his rule you will be seeing that Gurjara-Pratiharas will be contending for the Kannauj over here. But Gurjara-Pratiharas also coming over here. So Palas is also focusing on Kannauj. Rashtrakutas are also focusing on Kannauj. So Vatsaraja was one person who fought with Dharampala. Also over here Dhruva 1. Who defeated whom doesn't matter. Not a matter of concern. Though you will be seeing that when Vatsaraja was coming from here, he was about to fight with Dharampala. But over here who intersected? Dhruva. Dhruva intersected and defeated Vatsaraja over here. Again decline you will be seeing. Now this type of political history is not needed. How things happening, who won over whom. Because this is a tripartite struggle going on. Someone will win, somebody other party will win. Right? No need to focus, ignore again this part. Vatsaraja after that, Nagbhatta 2 you will be seeing, guys. After that some rulers will be coming. The most important rulers after this will be Mihira Bhoja. Mihira Bhoja. And Mihira Bhoja timeline, even if you don't want to remember these exact timelines of these rulers, it will work. But Mihira Bhoja timeline you should remember. He was ruling from 836 to 890 AD. Almost around you will be seeing 50-55 years he was ruling for the most of the times in Gurjara-Pratihara's kingdom. Now Mihira Bhoja was important, or how do we know about Mihira Bhoja over here? How do we get to know about Mihira Bhoja? Now you also understand, as we are moving ahead, there will be rise of Pratiharas, there will be contraction of Pratihara's kingdom. Again in Mihira Bhoja time period, in this vast rule you will be seeing that he will be again reaching the territorial expansion of Gurjara-Pratihara to its maximum zenith. Alright, and Mihira Bhoja, how do we get to know about him? A lot of information. Bahara copper plate inscription. Where this inscription is being found? Bahara copper plate inscription. Where this inscription is being found, guys? In which state? Bahara. UP you will be seeing, not in Gujarat. UP you will be seeing one Bahara place, right? See the district, which district it is belonging to. Over here about Mihira Bhoja, one important inscription is this. Also the accounts of whom? Suleiman or Al-Baruni? Al-Masudi. So this is how you have to remember that Al-Masudi visited during the time frame of Mihira Bhoja. That means even if you remember the Mihira Bhoja time frame, you know the time frame of Al-Masudi. Al-Masudi, guys. And in Al-Masudi's accounts, you will be seeing Mihira Bhoja, he has mentioned as Adivara. How do we get to know that Mihira Bhoja was also known as Adivara? From his coins. In the coins you will be finding that he will be visualizing himself, or you will be seeing Vara type of coins, right? It will be denoted to Mihira Bhoja. In Al-Masudi's account, he will be known as King Bora. Again, these type of information are written in your books about Mihira Bhoja. Now there are a lot of rulers in Gurjara-Pratihara. Lot of rulers. Let me just show you so that you can understand. This is the list of Gurjar-Pratihara's rulers, guys. Starting from 650, 750, you will be seeing some small rulers, maybe originating in the Gujarat region, Rajasthan region. लेकिन उसके बाद नागभट्टवन you are seeing. After that, Vatsaraj, important. Nagabhattu. That means 750 to 833, you are seeing these three rulers. Try to understand. It will help you to make the contemporaneous with respect to Rashtrakutas. That initial 100 years, 750 to 850, Nagabhattavan, Vatsaraj, Nagabhatta 2. Forget about these rulers. Rambhadra, again in 836 to 890, who is ruling? Mihira Bhoja. Mihira Bhoja, some information is written in the books which I have told you. Again, those information also are not important. Just see the timeline, important timeline which you have to remember. Another ruler which becomes famous over here is Mahendrapala I. Why Mahendrapala I is important, guys? Yes, very nice. Over here you will be finding one scholar in this time period. One scholar named as Rajashekhara. Why Rajashekhara was important? Was he related to Buddhism? Was he related to Jainism, Vaishnavite sect, Hinduism sect? He was not a Jainism, he was a Hinduism sect, court writer of this Mahendrapala I. So over here he was writing in Sanskrit, and his famous works we should remember again. Scholarly, it should be ready. A lot of scholars will emerge in medieval history too. Over here you will be finding important work of Rajashekhara, Karpur Manjari and Kavya Mimamsa. Karpur Manjari and Kavya Mimamsa. Then after that you will not be finding any information about these rulers too, because over here then the decline of Gurjar-Pratiharas for the next 100 years you will be seeing. The whole vast empire will be declining. Now you will not be able to understand that in whose reign they were occupying Kannauj. Kannauj you will be seeing they occupied in the time frame of Mihir Bhoj also. They have occupied Kannauj in the time frame of Vatsaraja also, and in certain other rulers time frame also. But after Mahendrapala I, Mahipala I, you will be seeing the declining of Gurjar-Pratihara rulers. So it will be important for you to remember just the last timeline of Yashpala, 1024 to 1036. That means 1050 you can end the Gurjar-Pratihara's timeline. In this time frame, Kannauj was known as Kanyakabhuj, right? What else? But UPSC will not give you this. It is mentioned in your NCERT Satish Chandra. Kannauj was known as this type of questions are coming in the examination or not? That what Kannauj was known as, this type of question is coming in the examination. Ancient names of present day cities, these type of questions are coming. Twice they have asked, not once. So we cannot treat it as random. When they are asking it twice, thrice, then the question will not be treated as random, guys. Over here, let me show you. See this type of question over here. And one more question they have asked, in which they have in recent times, 2019, 2022. Bhilsa, have they asked? Swarnagiri, they have asked already, right? Again, focus over here. So these type of information you should take, and how they will, and only focus upon the books, NCERTs, and what NCERTs are mentioning over there, right? So focus upon here. Like one snippet I have added of NCERT, which you have to see. This is one of the achievements of Nagabhatta which is mentioned in the NCERT. This is the NCERT snippets. What is important from here? Again, good morning, good morning. Again over here, tell me what is important from here. Over here you will be seeing that Vang is related to Bengal. They can give you Vang / Gujarat. Patan is related to Anilwada is related to Gujarat. Over here Kannauj was known as Mahodaya at that point of time. Mahodaya. right? So you can mention all these facts over here, guys. So these were Gurjar-Pratiharas. Gurjar-Pratiharas, important rulers you have seen. After that, you see that who was expanding from the Deccan? Who was expanding from the Deccan, guys? Rashtrakutas. Rashtrakutas timeline, again tell me. When you will not fix this, you will not be able to get when Dhruva was there, when Krishnavan was there. So fix this timeline again. Again, they will be starting from 730, but I'll ask you to fix this 750 over here. So 750, let them also start. 752, they will be ruling till 950, guys. Because after 950, they will be taken over by some other dynasty over here. Rashtrakutas. (750 to 950). Also over here you write about Pala's timeline, which I'll be telling you. You write about 750 they also started and 1150 AD. 100 years more than Gurjar-Pratiharas, 100 years less than Rashtrakutas. Then only you will be telling me when Dharampala was existing. Otherwise it will be difficult for you to remember separate timelines for Dharampala, separate timelines for Krishnavan. It will be difficult for you, right? 750 to 1150. See this kingdom of Rashtrakuta over here. Rashtrakuta, what is the important capital of Rashtrakuta? Now this vast expanse you are seeing till Kannauj will be under initial rulers? Not at all, right? So initial ruler of Rashtrakutas was Dantiturg. One important fact about Dantiturg is Dantiturg. He defeated the last ruler of whom? Chalukyans. Who was that? Kirtivarman II. What another information which is being asked in today's test also, I have seen the question. Hiranyagarbha ritual. What is that Hiranyagarbha ritual, guys? Very important fact over here. Hiranyagarbha ritual. What do you see under this fact? What do you understand by Hiranyagarbha ritual? Right, you are correct. Going in the right direction. Dekho, Hiranyagarbha means golden womb. So anybody who want to acquire, Dantiturg was not the Kshatriya at that point of time. And Dantiturg wanted to be the king. And at that time, what was the norm? That only Kshatriyas will be the king. So how he changed that caste or that varn by doing this Hiranyagarbha ritual. Hiranyagarbha means golden womb. That it can transform you into some other Varna system too. So this one ritual you should remember, Dantiturga. Again, Krishnavan over here, 756 to 774, no need to remember the timeline again. Initial 750 to 850 over here, Amogha Varshavan, you are seeing these 4 rulers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rulers. With respect to 750 to 850, how many rulers of Gurjar-Pratiharas were you seeing? Again, Gurjar-Pratiharas, how many rulers were there from 750 to 850? Who were there? Nagabhatta 1, Vatsaraj, Nagabhatta 2. This is the contemporaneous of there. Mihira Bhoja was existing 836 to 890. Right? Though he started from 850 onwards, but 836 to 890 he was started. Krishnavan is important because one of the most important territorial expansion, also his cultural contribution, which you will study in your art and culture too. Ellora, cave number 16, that is Kailasha temple. The most significant UNESCO World Heritage Site you will be seeing, rock cut temple he has formed, right? Apart from that, Dhruva is important because under his reign you will be seeing they will be reaching up to Kannauj, and he will be constantly fighting with whom? The Palas, Dharampala, and the Gurjar-Pratiharas, Vatsaraj and Nagabhatta too. Automatically you are understanding this. After that, you will be seeing same with the Govindadri. Another important ruler is Amogha Varshavan. And over here in Rashtrakutas, you can remember the timeline of Amogha Varsha, 814 to 878. One of the vast timeline again. Around 50 years he is ruling over here. 50 years of Mihir Bhoj. Amogha Varshavan. So Amogha Varshavan was contemporary to Mihir Bhoj of Gurjar-Pratihara. UPSC will not play on some minute timelines that they will confuse you with Govinda 3. They will give you some broad sense. right? But broad sense you will be able, that will be easy for you only when you have studied it from the right perspective. Again, I am telling you. Amogha Varshavan was important because for his military campaign, he was not known for his military campaign, guys. He was known more for his cultural contribution. He is known as the South Ashoka of the South. Why? Because of his peaceful measures. He was having conciliatory policies with the neighboring kingdoms over here, with the Imperial Cholas, which will about to be started, with the Chalukyans of Vengi, which was declining at that phase. So he was not having any conqueror base of these Rashtrakutas over here, right? The expanse was, you can say, intact, like that of Govinda III. What else you will be finding in Amogha Varshavan? Books known as Kavi Raj Margam, one more. Prashnottar Ratna Malik. Prashnottar Ratna Malik. Kavi Raj Margam was written in Kannada. It was the Kannada grammar book you will be finding, guys. Kavi Raj Margam. Poetic books also you will be seeing under this. A lot of sections are there. And this Prashnottar Ratna Malika, it is written in Sanskrit. Again, important factor from here. Again, in Indra III time period, you will be seeing that there will be expansion. They will try to do expansion, fighting with Gurjara-Pratiharas and Palas. Last, Krishna III. Krishna III is remembered for last ruler. See, 950s. You have fixed the timeline 950s, right? So this is declining phase of Rashtrakutas again. But he tried to expanded Rashtrakuta again. Rashtrakuta was expanded in this time frame of Krishna III, last ruler. Why he is important? Cholas, right? देखो 950s is the time frame. Gurjar-Pratiharas will be declining, Palas will be declining, Rashtrakutas will be also be declining. But under Krishna III, you will be seeing that Imperial Cholas over here are rising. And Krishna III is responsible for defeating the Imperial Cholas over here. And he will be defeating one ruler of Imperial Cholas, that is Pratanka first. That means Pratanka first and these particular ruler of Krishna III are contemporary to each other. And that will be the first time when Rashtrakutas defeated Imperial Cholas. After that, Imperial Cholas will be rising. And when Krishna III defeated the Imperial Cholas, he constructed one temple over there, Krishneshwar temple, in the memory of his victory over Imperial Cholas. Now in your books also these few facts will be written. Just go through the facts. Not many of these facts are important. They will be telling you how they were doing the conquest. Conquest is not important from the history, UPSC point of view. This is one of the temple you will be seeing over here. Okay. Parallelly, what was going on in the Bengal region? Palas. And Palas replaced whom? Palas replaced whom? Like Gaudas. Great. So Gaudas were ruling contemporary to Harsha. Right, Harsha, or you will be seeing the Pushyabhutis, right, over here. And then they were replaced by Palas. Pala Empire, important three rulers which you study over here. Gopal, Dharampal and Devpal. But the list is very long, guys, of these Pala rulers too. Over here, let me show you. Again, over here, you will see 750 to 770. Gopala, 810 to 850. Just wait. Over here, you will be seeing the list. These are all the rulers. Starting from Gopala 1, 750. Again, different scholars, different timelines. But keep something fixed. 750 we have kept it fixed. 750 to 850. Again, 100 years we are looking for. Gopala 1, Dharampala, Devpala. Three rulers over here. Which were the three rulers you have seen of Rashtrakutas? Dantidurg, Krishnavan, Dhruva. These three rulers, Gurjar-Pratiharas, Krishnavan 850 also you were seeing further rulers also. Right, Indra 3 and after that you have seen one more. Okay, Amogha Varsh. In the Gurjar-Pratihara in the same time frame, Nagbhatta 1, Vatsaraja, Nagbhatta 1, Mihira Bhoja will be just starting. In this Gopala, what is written in the books about Gopala? Was Gopala a monarchical head or an elected head? He will be the elected head over here, guys. But after that, was there republic system going on in Palas or monarchical system? Monarchical system was going on. In Dharampala's reign, you will be seeing that Gopala was peaceful. Gopala was trying to consolidate. Next ruler, Dharampala, will be trying to control over Kannauj. And he will be able to defeat certain rulers of Gurjara-Pratiharas also. He will be able to defeat Rashtrakutas also in some wars, and will try to sway over the entire North India for few years only. So you will be seeing his rule in the reign of Dharampala. Over here he will be reaching, guys. Even defeating some of the Rajasthan, even reaching to some of the Uttarakhand, Himachal and Jammu Kashmir region too. Dharampala's reign. In the sources of Raj Tarangani, we are getting some references of Dharampala from here, that Dharampala came over here. Raj Tarangani is written when? Written by Kalhana, but written when? 12th century, right? And this story gives you this book gives you the story about Jammu and Kashmir over here. So certain references were taken to construct history from here too. So these are all rulers you will be seeing, not important rulers again. Dharampala is also important from the cultural sense. Why? Because he was contributing to the flourishment of Buddhism again, the revivalism of Buddhism you were seeing over here. And in this time frame, Buddhism, which two scholars were emerging, which were patronized by Palas? Again, scholars become important. Rest of the content is tell me. Hemchandra, right? Hemchandra's book, which I have told you, is helpful in constructing the history of Mauryan. When Hemchandra was existing, in this time frame, in the Palas kingdom? No. And which book of Hemchandra was important for constructing the book of Mauryans? I have told you that Jana book, and Hemchandra is existing over here. At that point of time also I told you. Saying the same thing, huh? Bhagavad Puran, no. Parshishta Parvana, you remember Parshishta Parvana? So Parshishta Parvana was written by Hemchandra in this time frame. But Hemchandra, I will be telling you when he was ruling. He was under the patronage of Chalukyan kings of Gujarat, that is Solankis. So we'll be understanding that. Over here, two rulers will be important, two scholars will be important of Buddhism, that is Dipankara and Sant Rakshita. Sant Rakshita is important because he will give you a new type of school which will be the mergence of Madhyamika school and some ideals or some provisions of, you will be seeing, Yogacara tradition. So Yogacara combined with your Madhyamika. Yogacara combined with Madhyamika, you will be seeing that Santariksha will be forming some fusion of these two schools. Again, only scholars are important that they are existing in this time frame. Dipankara and Santarakshita. Why they are important? Because they are mentioned in your NCRTs, right? Dharampala also important from the opening up of several universities. Over here you will be seeing in universities like Vikramshila, Udantapuri, Jagdalpura, right? These few institutions you will be seeing will be set up by Dharampala. Dharampala reign is about 40 years you will be seeing over here. Next 40 years, Devpala. Devpala will be in constant struggle with the your Gurjar-Pratihara and Rashtrakuta. After that, again, decline you will be seeing. They will be ruling till when? 1150, I have told you. 1162, their last ruler is mentioned, Madanapala. Over here, some important rulers like Rampala also you will be seeing over here. Somewhere about Rampala, somewhere about Madanapala, but they are not that much significant. These are regional dynasties which became important because once they were ruling over the entire North India. That is why we have to read about their rulers. Regional dynasty, we don't have to go into depth of these particular rulers, right? So these are one of the NCRT maps you will be seeing. Some important points of Dharampala. Vikramshila you have known. Dipankara was existing in over here. Sant Rakshita, I have told you, founded the school Yogacara, Swatantritika, Madhyamika school. He has tried to fuse. Right, over here you will be seeing that in the time frame of Devpala, they were trying to expand. When Devpala was not successful in these areas, he tried to expand to the Assam region too, northeastern region too. But this type of information again not needed, guys. So this was the case with the Palas. Parallelly, who was rising? They go over here, we have tried to understand Gurjar-Pratiharas, Rashtrakutas, and your Palas. Timeline, can you tell me? 1050. This you keep it fixed, guys, because after that these Gurjara-Pratiharas will be divided into 5 major kingdoms. We'll be discussing about, and those will be Rajput kingdoms. After that 750 to 950, and after that these Palas 1150, and Palas will be replaced by, we'll be seeing it. In the southern India, you will be finding again one important dynasty will be starting, and that will be starting from Imperial Cholas. That will be starting from 850 to 1250. That's why in the starting I have told you that 1250 they will be, these early medieval history will be there. 1250. Around 4 years you will be seeing 850 to 1250. Imperial Cholas, guys. Imperial Cholas, important rulers over here. Who were the initial rulers of Imperial Cholas? Again, this area will be known as Chola Mandalam. One theory says that they were the feudatories, or they were the successor of the Sangam Cholas. There will be certain links. Certain scholars will be saying that there is no link between the Sangam Cholas and the Imperial Cholas which we are finding right now. Sangam Chola you have found when? 380 to 300 BC to 300 AD. Important ruler over here, important city of there, Urayur, Karikala, you will be seeing over there, right? Some scholars were able to find the links throughout the history. Majority of the scholars don't believe that they were having any links with the Sangam Cholas. They were saying that they were independent rulers who emerged in this time frame, known as Imperial. Why? Because they were conquering the foreign territories too. So Imperial Cholas, the founder is Vijayala, you will be seeing. After that, next important ruler, initial ruler, these will not be important, Adityavan. Then over here, Pratanka, first you will be seeing, guys. These will be the initial rulers, 850 to 950 they will be ruling, initial 100 days. They will be trying to consolidate these regions over here, defeating the Kadambas, Mysore people over here, Chalukyans of Vengi, Pandyans over here, trying to consolidate in the Tamil Nadu region. I'll be showing you the map too, but just understand the broad picture right now. After that, the major ruler who will be expanding to other foreign countries too, that is your Raja Rajavan. And Raja Rajavan time frame 985 to 1014, something like this. I'll be showing you Raja Rajavan. That means you understand that 990 to 1000 AD, exact 1000 AD if you want to remember of Raja Rajavan, you can remember. Exact timeline I'll be showing you in the PPT. After that, his son will be accomplishing the territorial expansion of Raja Rajavan, his father. Also, he will be expanding to the Bengal region, defeating the Bengals over here, the dynasties of Bengal, also to the Southeast Asia, Indonesian region, also to Sri Lanka, also to Maldives, and he will be known as Gangaikonda. Gangaikonda he will be known as, and his name is Rajendra. After that, there will be end or certain other rulers will be coming. After that, you will be seeing Kulutonga 1, 2, 3 Kulutongas. But this will be the again declining phase. You will be seeing this rule also. Let only two timelines you have to remember, Raja Rajavan and Rajendra 1 again, guys. Let me show you. This is one of the NCRT map you can see. What is important from here? Shailendra Pankaj, right? Just wait now. These places are important, guys. Takkolam, Kanchi, Uttar Meru inscription, which you find a lot of information about over here. Imperial Cholas is over here. Gangaikonda, Cholapuram, Thanjavur. Again, geographical location becomes important from here. After reading all the medieval history, all the ancient history, mapping is important. From mapping, they are giving you one question, right? So focus over here. Those who are comfortable, well and good. So these are the major rulers initially 205 to 1061 BC, talking about early Cholas. We have seen over there Karikala. Right? A lot of rulers are mentioned, not important again, because they were regional dynasty till then. Over here you are seeing the medieval Cholas or the Imperial Cholas starting from Vijayala, Adityavan, Pratanka first. Initial 3 rulers till 950 you are seeing, understanding initial 100 years. After that you will be seeing directly Raja Raja 1 will become important. And Raja Raja 1 time frame 985 to 1014. Exact you have to remember for your prelims examination. Rajendra 1, 1012 to 1044. Or these 985 to 1050, you can keep it for these 2 major rulers, during whose time the Cholas became imperial. And they took Bay of Bengal as their lake, Chola lake, right? Also they expanded through their, what the most significant navy also they built, right? So important again. After that you will be seeing that they will be declining. Kulutunga first, Kulutunga 2, Kulutunga 3. Last ruler will be Rajendra 3, guys. Not significant again. When we study on our own, we are not able to understand what to read and what not to read. Okay? That is why it becomes difficult for us to gauge this particular subject. Okay? You can ignore this. Alright guys, this is what the full map of when they were at their prime. Apart from that, what else you know? Gangaikonda, Cholapuram. Why this Rajendra one was known as Gangaikonda? Because he defeated the Ganga people over here. Ganga is in this particular part, Bengal region. He defeated the rulers of Bengal, crossed the Ganga river, and that's how he took the title Gangaikonda, who was known as Vatapikonda. Narsimha 1, sorry, right? And in the time frame of Pulcation 2 time frames. That means somewhere around 630s around you will be seeing Narsimhapuram. This question has already been asked in the examination, guys. I will be showing you to that. Alright, some information about Vijayala you will be seeing. You will be seeing that they will be occupying territory near around Tanjore, right? Not very important. Adityavan again trying to expand. Pratanka first is remembered for his famous battle of Takkolam. That battle happened with the Rashtrakutas last ruler. Over here, Cholas are rising. So that battle you have to remember. Interconnectedness, I hope you must be understanding, guys. Then over here you come with Raja Raja 1. Raja Raja 1 will be started expansioning. Will he be conquering the whole Maldives, whole Sri Lanka? No, the northern parts of Sri Lanka he will be conquering, guys, right? So these type of information you will be seeing over here. Apart from this political angle, the most important contribution of Raja Raja 1 and Rajendra 1 was their cultural contribution, art and architecture. Further push to Dravidian architecture was given by these Cholas, Imperial Cholas. New type of architecture you will be seeing in Dravidian style. Okay, इससे पहले who had started this Dravidian type of architecture? Pallavas. And after that the climax will be provided by whom? Cholas also in Krishndev Rai's time period also you will be seeing again, right? Rajendra 1 will be known for his, okay, over here Brideshwar temple and all you will be seeing in the art and culture. Okay, over there you try to focus upon. Rajendra 1 again from the political angle you will be understanding successful military campaign to Ganges, Gangaikonda, Cholapuram. He will be defeating whom? He will be also campaigning against the Sri Vijaya Empire. Again, these are of the Southeast Asian. Okay, so Southeast Asia we expanded under Rajendra 1. Alright, so this you have to remember, guys. Then these are the later rulers. These poet you will be finding over here. Kamban or Kambar. Kambar as per Tamil. When you see it in English, Kamban it is written. Kamban is remembered for Ramayana in Tamil. Right, so some information you will be seeing over here. Tikanna over here you will be getting. Just see this particular snippet of NCRT. Important. NCRT, 7th class NCRT snippet is there. Right, Pankaj, whole Ceylon was captured by Rajendra 1. See, Velan Vagai, these type of terminologies will come. Again, you have to fix certain terminologies, right? Fix only the NCRT terminology which are mentioned in NCRT. Velvan Vagai, simply written in your 7th class NCRT. It will be difficult for you if you will not read it. in the examination. Once you read it, it will be easy. Land of non-Brahman peasant proprietors. Brahma there, easy to remember, land gifted to Brahma. Shalabhog, land gifted to schools. Devdana, you will be seeing land gifted to temples. And Palichandam, land donated to Jaina institutions over here you will be seeing. Also about the Uttar Meru inscription, you will be finding the exhaustive explanation of how these Cholas local administration was happening. And you will find that they were happening by the democratic means. Right? Local self-government was there, forming certain assemblies, and assemblies, leader was elected by those assemblies. And every few years they were changed. How many years, it is not important, but every few years there were re-election which was happening. All these details we are finding from Uttar Meru. And Uttar Meru, they can give you the exact places also to identify that where is Uttar Meru, and 4 places. Like this question used to come 25 years before in 1990s. They will be telling you to identify places in the map. This type of questions can revive too, guys. Okay. So over here we'll try to map these Imperial Cholas 850 to 1250, 750 to 1150. These are tripartite struggle. Again, tell me we'll be finally revising it. Tell me Gurjara-Pratihara's rulers, guys. Over here, Nagabhatta 1 next, Vatsraj next, Nagabhatta 2 next, major important ruler, Mihira Bhoja. Tell me the timeline. 836 to 890. Great. After that, one scholar I have told you to remember because he was present in his court and mentioned in your books. Al-Masudi is visited over here in Mihir Bhoj time frame. But under the Mahendrapala, one scholar become important, Rajashekara. After that, Mahipala, after that, Yashpala will be the last ruler. Rashtrakuta is over here. Rashtrakuta is initial ruler. याद करना पड़ेगा, otherwise there will be, इसका कोई solution नहीं है, right? This is how, and I'll show you the PYQs twice, not only once they have given you, twice, thrice they have given you questions on these. Danti Durga. Apart from that, आगे Amogh Varsh you will be seeing. After that, I have told you Govinda also will be coming. Krishna 2 you remember over here. Battle of Takkolam. Palas, 3 important ruler, initial 850s, 750s to 850s. Gopala, Dharampala and Devpala. Imperial Cholas, initial 100 years you will be seeing again 3 rulers over there. Vijayala, Adityavan, Pratanka, next important rulers were Raja Rajavan, Rajendravan. This information is important. See the type of questions they have asked in the examination. Then only it will become easy for you, otherwise it will be difficult. This type of question they have asked once. Rise of Pratiharas under King Bhoj. In the examination, the real picture I am telling you, you will not be able to solve this question. And the questions are not like, you will be seeing the options will be different now, right? And chronology questions, they will also turn it as that which of the following rulers were ruling in this particular century. Like this they are asking. They have changed the option giving nature to. In the examination, you will not be able to remember when King Bhoj was ruling because you don't know the exact time frame of Gurjara-Pratiharas. This difficulty I have faced to 2018 paper was there. 2018, 2019, they have asked this question. Establishment of Pallava power under Mahendravarman. You will get in the examination confused between all these rulers. Mahendravarman won all these Pratanka first, but now are you able to guess it or not? At least a rough time frame you know. Not exact. Pratanka first is not that much important. This question you have seen, right? And one more question they have given over here you see. Nagabhatta 2, Gurjara-Pratihara, Bhoj. They will never ask you in detail information about Nagabhatta 2 because there is not ample information available about Nagabhatta 2. Rather, they will ask you in-depth information about Akbar and Alauddin Khilji. Right? Those are very, very important, vast resources we have. Ruling all over India. Understanding again? The connection you are understanding? Parallelly, what was happening, guys, over here? Or let us solve the questions too. Comparatively, when I have analyzed this paper, the question was easy. The questions, all these questions were comparatively on the easier side. But ancient history in the real examination, from ancient history, you will see some easier questions which you can do, easy to medium. Difficult question will also be there. Medieval history, generally there will be difficult question they will be framing. Okay, this has been the pattern. yes beta. See this question number 1, guys. Right, Pankaj. Consider the following statements about Chola period. Under Vijayala, the Chola Empire extended up to the Kaveri Delta. What they were fighting for at that point of time? What they were fighting for, guys? These Vijayanagar Empire, what they were trying to control? The Rashtrakutas. In the southern India, the fight will always for Raichur Doab. Where is Raichur Doab? Tungabhadra and Krishna you will be seeing. That Doab is important because that is one of the fertile region of there. And fertile region, if you have the territorial expanse in that particular region, that means you are more economically powerful. Economic resource of that time was agriculture only, right? Also in the Raichur Doab, also in the Kaveri Delta, Krishna Delta as important areas to cover. The fight was for those regions. So under Vijayala, the Chola Empire extended up to the Kaveri Delta, right or wrong? You might be confused while doing this, right? And read the next question. This is right, but read the next question. The famous Eravateshwar temple of Dasasuram was constructed during the reign of Rajendra I. Raja I, again art and culture mixed, and these type of questions you will see in the examination too. Raja Chola I established a Vedic college at Inayaram. Again important, Rajendra I. These are small facts which you have to know, guys. Okay? So over here this is interchanged. Rajendra I is responsible for this. Raja I is responsible for Erateshwar temple. Also the most famous temple of Raja I is Brideshwar temple, also known as Raja Rajeshwar temple. Important. Okay? First is right. The answer will be B will be the answer. Incorrect you have to find again. B will be the answer. Let's read this question. Question number 2. The Rashtrakuta emerged as a prominent power in the Deccan region after the decline of Satavahanas. Chalukyas, again timeline sense question, easy. The Rashtrakutas referred to as Balhara by the Arabs. This is right. If you don't know, add this in your like notes, guys, because you will not find this information in your books, not a regular information. Third, the great Abhramsa poet Swambhu lived in the court of Rashtrakuta rulers. Right, corrected, again important. Fourth, the book Kavi Rajmarga written by Rashtrakuta king Danti Durg. Amogh Varsh. Answer B. Easy part, guys, again. Third question. The fall of the Chauhan dynasty in the 12th century led to the establishment of the Delhi Sultanate. Okay, we'll be seeing it in the Delhi Sultanate part, right? Or the Rajput kingdoms we'll be discussing. Fourth part you come up with. He consolidated a vast empire stretching from Punjab and Kathiawar to Kaushal and Kannauj, with several contemporary powers acknowledging his suzerainty. From this statement, you will not be identified who is the ruler. Second, he was a devotee of Vishnu and took the title of Adivara. Right. He was succeeded by his son Mahendrapal I. This is also right. Again, information, fixed information should be there. Then only you will be eliminate the questions, guys, right? Answers on the basis of knowledge. Elimination on the basis of knowledge should be there, not on the basis of option, because now they are not giving you the chance of doing so. Answer easy, Mihira Bhoja. Nagabhatta I, Nagabhatta II, Mahipal. All rulers timeline you know. Right? You must be knowing that when they are ruling now. Initial 100 years, Nagabhatta I, Nagabhatta II, Vatsraj in between you will be seeing. This is how you have to utilize the knowledge, guys. Seventh, Bara copper plate inscription is related to Mihira Bhoja of Gurjara-Pratihara. Right? Second, Khalimpur inscription mentions about the Patliputra victory of Gopala. Khalimpur is related to what? Bara copper plate you have got to know about Mihira Bhoja, guys. And Khalimpur also you will be getting about information dekhna isme kiske liye? Dharampala you will be getting, right? So Khalimpur is important. Also try to see the place of Khalimpur. So places becomes important, guys. Khalimpur place, where it is situated in which region. First is right, second is wrong. Eighth question based on founders or founders and respective dynasty. These type of questions you will be seeing in the examination. Not with respect to only Gurjar-Pratihara, Pala and Rashtrakutas, but with respect to Rajput kingdoms also. Pratihara Nagbhattavan, western part. Right or wrong? There was somewhere you will be finding a founder as different. I have told you, because Gurjar-Pratiharas were expanding in branches, and there were several branches which was going on in the western Gujarat part. Certain branches were expanded by Dadda. Certain branches were expanded by some other ruler. But the main branch which expanded and control over Kannauj was this, under Nagbhattavan. Pala, Gopala, wrong. Rashtrakutas, Dantidur. Again, very easy question. Okay. These are all the rulers which I have already shown you of my Gurjar-Pratiharas, right? One I have told you, Bhadod branch is there, Rajogarh branch is there. Only for your understanding that there were several branches which were going on, not to be remembered. Question number 12. Consider the following statements about the rule of Tomars of Delhi. Tomars of Delhi. That means Rajput rulers they are talking about. Okay, let me just tell you about Rajput rulers too a bit over here. After the decline of Gurjar-Pratiharas. Dekho, Gurjar-Pratiharas time frame you have seen from 750 to 1050 AD. I have told you when there was internal stability, already there were expansion done by Arab and Turk invasions too. So what one major role of Gurjar-Pratiharas you will be seeing over here? To protect these dynasties to come inside India. But when Gurjar-Pratiharas decline, you will be seeing the further coming up of Ghori and all. Ghori invasions you will be seeing. I will be telling you. But after 1050 AD, you will be seeing the disintegration of these Gurjar-Pratiharas into smaller Rajput kingdoms. Now, there are different theories on the origin of Rajputs. Different theories are being talked about among scholars. The most acceptable theory is they are from the Kshatriya origin which emerged during this medieval history time frame. One another theory is of Agnikul theory. What is that Agnikul theory? Over here, this theory, it will go back to the Rigvedic times, and it is being said that over here at Mount Abu, you will be seeing Rishi Vasishtha did Yagya. And from that Yagya, these 5 dynasties emerge, which I will be telling you. And that is why they are known as Agnivanshi. Before that, the tradition was going on of Suryavanshi and Chandravanshi. This Agnivanshi was basically these Rajputs. This is one theory. This is a mythical theory also. Second theory, which is described as the foreign descendant theory. That when these foreigners came over here, the invasions of Indo-Greek, Shakas, Hunas, they settled over there. And when they assimilated into the society of India, they chose Kshatriya as their Varna. And that is how they converted to this particular Rajputs later on. A lot of theory is there, but the most accepted one is the Kshatriya origin theory. Again, debates are never asked in the examination. This is for just knowledge purpose, right? Apart from that, this Gurjar-Pratiharas will be disintegrating. And again, in the Gujarat, who will be there? Who will be coming? Solankis. I have told you that these Solankis have a link with the Chalukyas of Lata. When Chalukyans were breaking over here, they were basically certain offshoot were known as Chalukyans of Lata. Lata is in Gujarat, or Lata was known as Gujarat at that point of time. Then these one branch became Solankis important. Solankis of Gujarat. Important 2 rulers of here. Great Mulraj and Bhimavan. Why they will be important, you will be seeing it. Mulraj and Bhimavan, guys. And one more you will be seeing during the court, during whose court Hemchandra will be there. Right? That I will be telling you. Siddharaj will be the name. In the Ajmer region, who will be getting powerful? Chauhan. Now, Chahamanas or Chahans are of various, Chahamanas also they are are expanding in several branches again. And this branch of Ajmer was controlled by Chauhans of Ajmer. A lot of rulers over here in Chauhans of Ajmer you will be seeing. But in the time frame of Prithvi Raj III, they will be getting vast and they will be trying to control whole northwestern area from here. And will be able to occupy Delhi also. But before that, Delhi was ruled by Tomaras of Delhi. Anangpal too will be famous from here, guys. Apart from here, in the Malwa region, who was getting important or important Rajput dynasty? Parmaras. Parmaras of Malwa, or Dhar also you can say, Parmaras. One important ruler of Parmaras. Raja Bhoj, you will be seeing, which is important for the cultural contribution. Bhopal, Bhojtal, you will be seeing over there, right? So over here, Parmaras of Bhoj or Raja Bhoj of Parmaras. UPSC will never confuse you between Bhoj of Parmaras and Mihir Bhoj. They will specify if they want to ask you something about this Parmara. Again, these are regional rulers. Focus upon over it. But you have to know that which dynasty they were belonging to. In this particular region of Bundelkhand, who were getting control? Chandelas of Bundelkhand. And Bundelkhand medieval name was, at this point of time, what they were known as? Jejabhukti. That's why their name was Jejabhukti, because one of the initial founders, Jaya Shakti, was known as Jejabhukti. The Chandelas of Jejabhukti, their important contribution was in the Khajuraho style of architecture. You will be seeing art and culture again connect with them. Over here, they were fighting amongst each other. Again, no unification, but fighting amongst each other over here. Also, what you were seeing in this particular area of Lahore, Peshawar, Multan, Punjab, Hindu Shahi dynasty was ruling over here, guys. Over here in the Kannauj region, who came? Gahadwalas of Kannauj. This is the bifurcation you are seeing after the breaking up of Gurjara-Pratihara. Important one. Now, there should not be much information you should read about them, but at least initial ruler, who was the founder, and who was the main important ruler from there. This you can do, right, to prepare for your upcoming prelims. Also, I would suggest you that after completing your Delhi Sultanate, Mughal Empire, then you focus upon these Rajput kingdoms rulers. Otherwise, this mapping work is more than enough. But when you have completely understood Mughal Empire, because questions probability are more from there. When you have understood about Delhi Sultanate, then only come to this particular Rajput kingdoms and understand about their rulers, regional dynasty rulers, right? All right. So see this question over here. Consider the following statement about the rulers of Tomars of Delhi. They ruled the Haryana with their capital at Dhelika and were the feudatories of the Pratiharas. This is right. You might be feeling it right while doing the question 2. Second, the famous Surajkund reservoir, important, was commissioned by the Tomara king Anangpal Tomar. Surajpal was there, guys, right? Now facts. These are facts. You can build facts upon the basic information. The Palam Bauli inscription mentions that the land of Haryanka was first ruled by Tomaras, then by Chauhanas, thereafter by Shakas. This is also right, Palam Bauli, you will be seeing over here. Answer will be 1 and 3 over here. This much. Now from test series, you can have this knowledge, like about these Tomars. Add this information, more than enough. Over here you will be find that mentioned that the land of Haryanka was first ruled by Tomars, then by Chauhanas, thereafter by Shakas. These Shakas you might have got confused by the Shakas. These Shakas were certain people who were only ruling at one, you can say, one taluk type of territory, right? So that is they want to mention over here, that they were still persistent in that particular region. Not very important over here. Again, don't get confused, don't get your confused. Shakas of that time you remember, because Chalukyans you will be finding till now in Karnataka region. Pandyans you are finding, Sangam Pandas you will finding till now in the southern India, but at the very village level or taluk level you will be finding, right? Now this type of information are formed by reading the books itself, which they have, the question framer must have read the books, and same way he has formed the question, right? UPSC will never frame questions like this. 21. Ramcharitam by Sandhyagar Nandi was biography of which ruler? Which? ये आता था सबको, और guess what? Great. So this Rampala of whom? Important, very important, Rampala. So Rampala we have not studied. We have seen 3 Palas rulers. One Rampala you add over here. 22. By the 10th century, the composition of the 12 Nayanas were compiled in an anthology known as the Nal Divya Prabandhanam. Nal Divya Prabandhanam is the literature of compilation of alvars you will be seeing. And what are the most significant alvar you will be seeing in this point of time? Apar, Sundarar, Bandarar, all these are Nayanar sense. In Bhakti, when I'll be telling you in brief, I'll be telling you. Over here, you will be seeing, right, over here you will be seeing Namma Alvar, Andal, the daughter of Namma Alvar, you will be seeing Andal. And these I am saying by the NCRT's text again. 7th class NCRT, these scholars are mentioned. Nal Divya Prabandhanam is the text of Alvars. Alvars were the worshippers of Lord Vishnu. And over here, Apar, Sambandrar, Sundarar are the scholars of Nayanars, and Nayanars were the worshippers of Shiva. Right? And their compilation was known as Tevaram. Important, guys. And this particular part, when Imperial Cholas were rising, Imperial Cholas were providing stability over here. One religious development was happening in the form of Bhakti movement. And in this early Bhakti proponents were in the form of Alvars and Nayanars in this Tamil region, who was propagating Bhakti in their local languages. That is how literature becomes important from here. And in your mains examination also, the things you are ratifying over here like Tevaram, Tiruvakakam, Vachanas, Bijaks, all this was asked in mains as it is. That how Tamil literature, how the literature, Bhakti literature influenced the rise of nationalism at that point of time, or unification of the country at that point of time. So all these literature you have to remember, guys. So over here, Alvar's literature is Nal Divya Prabandhanam, and the literature of Nayanars is Tiruvakakam. Now these are sections written by different early Bhakti saints. Only these names you can remember apart Sambandra, Sundara written in your NCRT. Answer will be, the second is correct, first is incorrect. So answer will be B. Which of the following Rashtrakuta rulers had performed the Hiranyagarbha ritual? Hiranyagarbha means golden womb. Important, guys, again. Dantidurg. Asked not by UPSC, but in state pieces you will see frequently these type of questions. Amogha Varshavan time frame now you are getting when he was ruling. Can you go up to the timeline of Amogha Varshavan? Great. 850s around, contemporary to Mihira Bhoja. Krishna 1. After Dantidurg you were seeing Krishna 1. Govinda 3. In the last frame of Rashtrakuta rulers you were seeing Krishna 3. In the 850s onwards, right? So like this you have to understand it. 25. Through village assemblies called Sabhas and Samitis, the Chola dynasty established a well-structured local self-government for them. Dekho, this might be confusing for you, but Sabhas and Urs were there, right? Ur was the terminology which they were using. The members of the local assembly were primarily chosen based on hereditary claims rather than through any democratic process. This is false. You might have done it right. Local self-governments during the Chola period played a crucial role in revenue collection, irrigation management and maintenance of public order. Women, this is right, third is right. Women had no participation in the local self-governing bodies established during the Imperial Chola period, of course. So these are all information you have constructed from Uttar Meru inscription, guys. Answer will be C. Right, Pankaj. 29. Universities of Nalanda, Jagdalla, Udantapuri, Vikramshila. What they have asked about the Pala rulers. This is right. Sompura Mahavira Magnificent Monastery in Bangladesh. This is also right over here. Because they were revived by these. Nalanda was revived by these Pala rulers also. After that, you will be seeing again Nalanda will be destroyed by the coming up of Bhaktiar Khilji. Dhakashuri temple in Bangladesh. Where it is, like you will be seeing Dhakeshwari temple. But isko check karna. Right, later on it was constructed by whom? Sena rulers. This must be written over there. So third will be wrong, 1 and 2 will be right. Kumaragupta, they have made it. Acha, okay, over here you are getting confused with Nalanda. Dekho, over here this Nalanda University was revived by Dharampala. Right, so on the basis of this, if you have done it wrong, theek hai, wo alag baat hai, but try to understand why they have mentioned over here. Founder is Kumaragupta only. Later on, impetus, further push was given by Harsha only. And right now, revival of this was done by Dharampala, right? 34, important question based on scholar. Pampa is regarded as the Adi Kavi of Kannada literature and is best known for his poem Vikramarjunya Vijaya. Right, wrong? Pampa, Ponna and Ranna are basically the trinity of which literature? Rashtrakutas. Also Kannada literature you will be seeing over there. Right. One work you should remember of Panna. Right. Ponna work Sabha Bhima Vijaya focused on the heroic exploits of Bhima from the Mahabharata and is considered a significant contribution to the Vijayanagara Empire's cultural heritage. If you don't know about this, you can very important question I am telling you guys. Very important question. From here you can see the question apart from the political history. So 1 is correct, 2 is correct, that is Ponna is best known for Sahasa Bhima Vijaya. Write this down. Over here, Rana's Ajay Bhima is considered a masterpiece of Kannada literature, praised for its depiction of Bhima's valiant deeds during the Kurukshetra war. Again, their themes are not important, what is in the story, but their books are important, that why they were getting hyped at that point of time. 4th, all 3 poets, Pampa, Ponna and Rana are considered central figures in the development of Vachana Sahitya. Incorrect, why? Because Vachana, where do you see these Vachanas? You will be seeing it will be propagated, this again literature of Bhakti. Vachanas were spread by whom and where? Basuvana in Karnataka, you will be seeing that they will be compiling their literature as Vachanas. Right? And who compiled this literature? Abhangs. The Maharashtrian people should know. Abhangs or Abhangas, the way you want to say. Tukaram, all these Marathi Bhakti saints compiled this literature as Abhangs. Right? So Abhang, Vachanas, Truvakakam, Naladivya Prabandhanam, Bijak of Kabir, all this will be, if you can remember this, then you will be able to give this information or divulge out this information in the mains too. Same information, right? Okay, over here 34 answer will be 1, 2 and 3, 4th one is wrong. 42, question number 42 guys. He conquered parts of Malwa and he took the title of Avantinath. He was a devotee of Shiva and built the Rudra Mahakal temple. He was a patron of Jaina scholar Hemchandra. Again, you have got this information about one of the Solanki rulers. Right, and this information is more than enough for whom? Jayasimha Siddharaj over here. Important over here guys. Jayasimha Siddharaj. In his court period, you will be seeing Hemchandra. Hemchandra scholar wrote about Parshishta Parvan, roots of Jainism. And in Jainism, he wrote about Chandragupta Maurya, performing Salekhana, going to Karnataka, connecting with the link of ancient now. Everybody should connect it guys. That is how you will be able to remember this. 42, important. Answer will be Jayasimha Siddharaj. 3rd, the Uttar Meru inscription was crafted under the rule of which Chola ruler? Prantaka Chola. Easy and important. Easy. This is the rulers of which dynasty? Chalukyan you can see. Moolaraj. Moolaraj was the initial founder, you can see 941 around Solanki ruler. Rest you can forget. Bhima 1 you can come over here guys. 1022 to 1064. When Bhima 1 was ruling, who was invading Gujarat? That I will be telling you. Just remember Bhima 1 right now. Alauddin, no Alauddin, 1022. Ghazni. That is how you have to remember. Let me tell you. Okay? Bhima 1 was protecting the region. Then over here, Jayasim Siddharaj, 1092 to 1142. Siddharaj is over here. Important. Okay? Next, all these rulers are there, but not important to learn again. The list is huge, guys. Over here, Hemchandra, I have told you. Parshishta Parvan. Parshishta Parvan is also known as Thavirva Licharita. They can mention you as Thavirvali Charita. And if you don't know that it is a Jainism text, you will mark 100%. Which book? Buddha. 100% because you know it's Thavirvadin. Okay? And this type of question they can frame very easily. Any like story type of history is set apart, and these type of literature thing they will be asking you guys. Is a 12th century Sanskrit Mahavakavya by Hemchandra, which details about the history of the earliest Jaina teachers. This two lines of Wikipedia I have shown you over here. Rest, what is in detail about them, you don't need to study over here. 45th, guys, 45th. Consider the following statement. Ur was a village assembly for all land holding classes. Right. Group of Ur was called Nagaram. Nagaram was related to town, right? Merchants. And group of over here, Sabha was an assembly of Brahmins in Brahmadeya villages. This is also right. So, which of the statements are correct? 1 and 3. This you all must have done right. 47th. Again, important question. Chakrapani Datta, Shureshwar and Jimutwahana were writers of text related to medicine during the Pala period. This is a right information. Right or wrong, you have asked, right? This is right information. Dhimapala and his son Vitapala were great painters and sculptors and bronze statue makers of this period. This is also right, guys, right? Over here. Chakrapani Dutt, see the Wikipedias over here, guys. Chakrapani Dutt was a Bengali scholar and practitioner of Ayurveda medicine. Jimutwahana, an important Sanskrit scholar. And Jimutwahana, based on Jimutwahana, one question has come in the examination too. And that was a random type of question, I can consider it. What they have asked about Jimutwahana? Why Jimutwahana is famous in Bengal region? You know the laws of inheritance in Hindu Succession Act is governed by two major schools. One is Dayabhaga school and one is Mitakshara schools. And about these two schools they have asked. Okay, this we will be discussing in the PYQ session because only once they have asked about this. So Jimutwahana is responsible for the Dayabhaga school you will be seeing. Making the rules at this time frame. Dayabhaga school you will be seeing. Jimutwahana. His magnus opus Dayabhaga has dealt with the laws of inheritance based on various Dharam Shastras. Magnus opus Dayabhaga. Jimutwahana. Once they have asked about Dayabhaga, now they will be asking about Jimutwahana. Make it sure, guys. Okay. Chakrapani Dutt you will be seeing over here, and one more scholar. Chakrapani Dutt also they were in the time frame of Palas, and he is related to Ayurveda medicine. Already we have seen 3 scholars related to Ayurveda. Who was the third? Vagabhat, known for Ashtang Hridayam, grade 8. And add these Ayurveda scholars again, Chakrapani Dutt in the medieval history in the time frame of Palas. This is how you have to utilize the test series. 49. Consider the following statements regarding Chola military administration. The royal troops were called as Valaikarar. Again, these type of information, less chances to come in the examination, but make it in your terminology list under Imperial Cholas. Imperial Chola, you should add all those words, Vilamdvagai, Palichandanam, also these words, these terminologies too, guys, like Valaikarar. This is your work after the test. You should maintain this list. Valaikarar, this is wrong. Their royal troops were known as, you can read it, guys. Okay? But chances are less of coming these regional terms. But sometimes they are mentioning it. Right? Their military cantonments were called as Kadakams. What are the military cantonments of Gurjara-Pratihara under the time period of Mihira Bhoja were known as? They were having the military camps written in your NCRTs. Skandhavaras at that point of time. Military camps they were forming when they were ruling over the regions. Skandhavaras. Again, first is wrong, second is right. This was in your tripartite struggle which was going on. And Imperial Cholas are rising over here. After that, you are seeing the bifurcation of these particular Gurjara-Pratihara kingdom too. What was happening in this time frame, guys, in the Central Asian polity? You are seeing the Arab and Turk invasions, and why it was happening, you have to understand that. Arab and Turk invasions in the form of Muhammad bin Qasim will be the first one to come, and he will be coming when? This is written in your books, exact fact is there. Ghazni, Mahmud of Ghazni, Mahmud. He is ruling when to when? 998 to 1025 AD, he will be raiding India. He will be raiding India, looting India, destroying our temples. Over here, then the coming up of Muhammad Ghori. And you will be seeing two dates, 1191 to 1206 or 1204, you will be seeing over here, Muhammad Ghori will be trying to occupy. Now the important part is not this. Why there will be, you will be seeing the coming up of Muhammad bin Qasim. Muhammad bin Qasim, how he came and who sent him? Caliphate system, right? So you try to understand the Central Asian polity, guys. They are also, they don't want exact information what was going in the Central Asian. Again, second topic we are trying to understand. I'll be giving you some sense of what is happening. Facts you will be understanding on your own from the PPTs, from your notes, right? Flash revision I am trying to give you. Arabian Peninsula, and this is Southeast Asia, right? Over here, Horn of Africa. If I ask you what was happening in this time frame in the 6th century BC, 6th century BC I am asking you, BC, not AD. 6th century BC in the Western Roman Empire came after ADs. अरे भैया यहाँ पर Central Asia में, I have already told you, Achaemenian empires. Why I am telling you this? You should make this sense that in the Central Asian polity, the Achaemenian was ruling over here, vast. Again, online people to concentrate over here. Then if you are not making any sense, you will not be able to get it, guys. Then it will be rectification for you. Achaemenian were trying to control this place, and that is how you are seeing that these people were coming in the northwestern borders of ours. Because it was open, nobody were able to control it. Mahajanpadas were there. So over here you are seeing Cyrus, Darius and Xerxes. Understanding? After that you will be seeing who will be overcoming these particular areas, who will be dominating over Achaemenian. Macedonian Empire under Alexander. That is how you are seeing the coming up of Alexander over here. Again, not very, again powerful ruler was there, Nanda. And the deterrence work of our war of elephants. Also the fatigue of their last 10 years war. You will be seeing they will be returning back. After that, what you will be seeing during the 1st century AD? The scenario of this Asian polity in the 1st century AD. Now you understand that you are in for, general knowledge is what? That you have a vague idea about everything what is happening around the world in every time frame. And you are already read this, right? But you just have to arrange it. What was happening in 1st century AD? Indo-Greek. That means there was a fight going on between the tribal people. Who was these were the Yuichi tribe was pushing Indo-Greeks, Indo-Greeks were pushing Sakas, Sakas were pushing Kushanas, and out of that you were seeing the implication on our northwestern borders, coming up of Indo-Greeks, Sakas, Parthians, Kushanas. Right? After that, what you were seeing? Majority, when they were not interfering in our polity, only when we were stability or we were very stable under an efficient ruler, then only they were not interfering with us. Otherwise, anytime we were unstable, you will see the interference. During the time period of after the decline of Guptas, you will be seeing coming up of Hunas. Now over here, you come to the 7th century, 6th century ADs. After Hunas, what is happening over here, guys? What is happening over here in the 580s? Or this you can say 6th, 7th century AD. Over here, rise of Islam you will be seeing, because over here Prophet Muhammad will be taking birth and he will be becoming the messenger of God over here, and he will be spreading Islam in these regions. Initial 100 years he will be spreading Islams over here, guys. 600, 580 to 600 or 700 BC, AD, sorry. You will be seeing that there will be expansion of Islam will be happening in the Arabian Peninsula. Initial 100 years, and that will be done how? By establishing caliphate system. And under their caliphate system, their cultural and religious leader will be known as Caliph or Khalifa. The origin of Khalifa which you are seeing over here. Now there is a whole religious story also involved over here. I will not deal with that. I am just giving you a sense of understanding over here. Now Khalifa over here, Caliphate system. Now there will be Caliph, different Caliphs will become. There will be fight on who will be the next Caliph. Whether he should be elected or whether he should be from the relation of Prophet Muhammad. Now there will be a fight, there will be emergence of Shia Sunnis, that is a religious anger. But over here you understand this Caliphate system was controlled initially by whom? Certain Caliphates. So over here you will be seeing first Caliphates as Rashidun. Dynasty wise Caliphates you are seeing. Rashidun, under this several Khalifas will be coming. And then later on Umayyad Caliphate will be coming, ruling from around 700 to over here 800 AD you will be seeing. Exact timeline again not important. And Umayyads will be replaced by Abbasid. Abbasid will be replaced by Ottoman. And Ottoman, fall of Ottoman, you connect with the already completed modern. So you have seen a fall of Ottoman, right? Constantinople fall. What you are understanding, that this Islamic world was controlled by these families, and these families are expanding. After Rashidun, they were ruling over in the Arabian Peninsula, then over in the West Asia, Central Asia, Northern Africa, Europe also. Umayyad expanded, these Abbasid expanded. Later on, Ottoman Empire ruled at the vast expanse of whole European, African and Arabian Peninsula. Understanding? One activity happened in the Umayyad dynasty, that he asked one of his governors to go and find this rich place over here and try to have this rich place, because they were having the control over here. So they wanted to occupy these areas too of northwestern India. And why they were successful in doing so? Again, there was no significant ruler to control the complete North India. Initial resistance was provided by Gurjara-Pratihara rulers that you will be finding in the form of Nagabhatta 1, Vatsaraj, Nagabhatta 2. But long resistance was not able to provide, right? Because our frontiers are open over here. So who will be coming over here to capture this? Qasim. Muhammad bin Qasim will be sent by. Now rulers of these particular kingdoms are not important. In your Satish Chandra, all the rulers are also mentioned. Not important. You can ignore those rulers. Over here, Umayyad ruler is also mentioned, but he sent in 712 whom? Qasim. And Qasim will be coming over here in Sindh and defeating the King Dahir of Sindh region. And this battle is known as, from medieval history, battle is important. Okay, and these battles are not that much significant. The battles of Aurangzeb, the battles of Akbar will become very important, guys. Okay. So over here, what you were seeing, the battle of Arur, it is known by battle of Arur, happened over here in 712 AD, where Dahir was defeated. And the first Muslim principality was formed by Muhammad bin Qasim over here. Though after that Muhammad Qasim will be returned, that is a whole different story, but first principality under Islamic governance was Sindh over here, guys. The time period is going 712 AD around. Later on, what you will see, 700 to 800, 800 to 900, again there will be some changes in the Central Asian scenario. There will be certain changes will be happening. What the changes will be? And the changes will in the form of, there will be rise of what? This Ghazni over here. And after this Umayyad Caliphate over here, one local dynasty emerged victorious, and he expanded this vast Central Asia. In your books, it will be written as Samanid Empire. And in this Samanid Empire, two rulers are mentioned, Alaptagin and Subuktigin. These were the initial rulers of Ghazni. No need to remember, again make some connection. No need to remember this. Under these rulers, you will be seeing Ghazni will carve out one principality for them. And again, this Ghazni will become important under the reign of Mahmud. Mahmud of Ghazni. And this is how this Mahmud over here of Ghazni will cover the entire Central Asia, West Asia, and will be replacing this Samanid with Ghaznavid dynasty. So after Umayyad over here, Umayyad will work upon over here, right, and expanding in the western regions. But over here, Samanid will become important. Under Samanid, Alaptagin, Supuktigin, and after that you have seen Ghaznavid will become important. Ghaznavid dynasty will be rising from the Ghazni under Mahmud. Right, and also you are understand that people living over here in the Steppes region was known as Turks, and these Turks were later on converted to, some Turks got converted into Islam, and these were known as Islamized Turks. Those who are reading Satish Chandra, a lot of content is written over here of Islamized Turks, non-Islamized Turks. No need to go into detail, I am telling you in brief. Islamized Turks were more religious fanatic than these non-converted Islam people. So these were named as Ghazi. Ghazi were who? Religious fighters, religious crusaders or crusaders of Islam. So they were basically expanding in this vast region, converting people into Islam. And over here you will be seeing Mahmud of Ghaznavi will also be rising. Again, his attempt will be to loot and plunder the riches of over here in the northwestern part. He will come as far as in the Mathura region. He will be looting the Kannauj region. Kannauj was the capital at that point of time, so that was also important. And in 1025 AD, he will be looting Somnath temple. And Bhima I was the ruler then, guys. So over here, Mahmud of Ghaznavi 998 to 1025 AD is your timeline. That's how you are seeing this. 998 to 1025. Now a lot of history is written about them. How do we know about the history of Mahmud of Ghazni? From our understanding, he is a plunderer, looter, destroyer of temples. But in the Iranian books, he is the renaissance of Iranian culture. One of the, you will say, the restorer of Iranian culture, one of the most important king of Iran, Persian. So over here, how do we get to know about Ghazni? One is Shahnama. Shahnama is written by Firdausi. Firdausi was his court poet, wrote about Shahnama, and a lot of information about of that time, about how the politics were happening in West Asia, we got it from Shahnama. Another book in which India is also mentioned, and about the affairs of India he has mentioned, is written by Kitabul Hind, written by Al-Baruni. Again Al-Baruni, and over here Firdausi becomes important from here, guys. Al-Masudi, Suleiman are important from the 800-900 point of view. After that, what you will be seeing in this Central Asian polity? You have understood rise of Islam, Caliphate system, Umayyad, after that Samanid, after that Ghaznavid is getting important. After Ghazni, you will be seeing there will again be power vacuum. Power vacuum will be there, guys, after Ghaznavid. And over here, one small principality of Ghor in Afghanistan. This is Ghazni. Ghazni was important. That's why Ghaznavid Empire came. Now Ghor will become important. And over here, Ghurid Empire will start to expand. But simultaneously, one more, this Central Asian dynasty over here will try to capture the areas of this Western Asia. And this was known as Khwarizmi Empire. Khwarizmi Empire. And the power struggle will go between Khwarizmi versus Ghurid Empire. Who will be winning this particular power struggle in the Central Asia, West Asia? Who will be winning this power struggle again? Khwarizmi will be winning over here. In the vast expanse of this, again, Iran, Afghanistan region, Khwarizmi will establish their hold. So automatically these Ghur people will be pushed in the eastern side. And that is how they will be looking for the territories of northwestern India. And that is how the coming up of this Muhammad Ghori. Muhammad Ghori, you will be seeing in 1191, he will be trying to come. And 1191, he will try to come from the Gujarat first of all. Now these are the stories. These stories are not that much important. Gujarat, he will try to come, but it will be a failure for Muhammad Ghori. Then he will try to come from making Lahore, Peshawar as his base. And from there, he will try to attack to the Tabar Hind region. The fight will be for Tabar Hind. Tabar Hind is present day Bhatinda region. Written in your books. So Bhatinda region, there will be a struggle between Muhammad Ghori and the rising power Rajput dynasty of that time, who were controlling Delhi, Haryana region of that time. Prithviraj Chauhan. So the battle of terrains will be happening over here. Initially, Prithviraj will only be concerned about his boundaries. He will be saying that don't interfere with our boundaries. So initial battle he will be winning. Next battle he will be losing, because it is being said that Ghori was preparing to defeat Prithviraj Chauhan after the first fight, 1191, right? 1192 battle of terrain will be happening. So are you understanding the political scenario now over here, how it is happening? So Ghurid Empire is half over here, because Ghur is over here, Afghanistan region is there, Pakistan region is there, present day Pakistan region. Over here they have got this Punjab region too with them. And Delhi region also they are getting, because over here they defeated Prithviraj Chauhan too, Chauhan dynasty. This is the region you are seeing till 1192. After expanding over here, Ghuri will be expanding. So he will be coming across one more Rajput dynasty of Kannauj. Who will be those? Ghadwalas. And Ghadwalas of Kannauj will be defeated by him in 1194 over here. 1194, Jayachandra and all will be defeated, guys. Again, your facts of these particular areas are not that much important, again I'm saying. But you have to make some sense so that you can remember the facts on your own too. So over here, 1191, 1192, terrain captured. Till now, Peshawar, Lahore is their base. They will be changing their base to Delhi. It is being said that 1192, in 1191, when Ghuri was getting defeated by Prithviraj Chauhan, one of the important slaves saved his life, and that was Qutbuddin Aibak. And that is how he kept Qutbuddin Aibak as the governor of these Lahore Multan areas initially. Later on, he was doing this expansion. In 1194, he will be fighting with Ghadwalas. And over here, he will be leaving his affairs of Ghur and Ghazni with whom? Who will be seeing the affairs of this particular western region? His brother over here you will be seeing named as Yalduz. Over here in this time frame of Lahore Multan, this particular region of Sindh, you will be seeing he will be placing it under Qubacha. This region he himself will be seeing, but he will be placing this Delhi, this Punjab region will be under Qutbuddin Aibak. And the further expansion of this Ghurid Empire territories will be under Bakhtiyar Khilji. That is how Bakhtiyar Khilji you will be seeing over here. And Bakhtiyar Khilji origin was Afghan. These all was Turco-Afghan, but this he was purely Afghan, guys. That is how you will be seeing this Bihar, Bengal and eastern Uttar Pradesh region is predominated during this time frame by the Afghanis. And from Bakhtiyar Khilji to directly the rise of Afghan empire in the time period of Mughal, Sher Shah Suri empire will be because of this base only, which Bakhtiyar Khilji will be building now. Understanding this part? Now, देखो flash revision है, that's why I am telling you, not going into the details of it, right? Try to revise it. On your own also when you are studying, try to make this format and try to revise the facts. All, okay guys, over here Bakhtiyar Khilji will be putting. So who is ruling over here during the time frame of 1200 now? Bengal. Senas have come. So Bakhtiyar Khilji's you will be seeing, he will be confronting with the Sena people over here. And the most famous ruler of Sena is Lakshman Sen. Lakshman Sen versus Bakhtiyar Khilji will be happening. Who will be winning? Bakhtiyar Khilji will be winning, guys. After that, Bakhtiyar Khilji will aim for these northeastern countries also, northeastern states also like Assam. But over here, he will face a defeat because of the guerrilla warfare and he was not having the knowledge of these terrains of Guwahati Valley. Right, so that's why he will be not able to go northeastern side. So Bakhtiyar Khilji's time frame will stop over here only. Also, you try to understand, when Muhammad Ghuri was dying over here, Qutbuddin Aibak became the Sultan, okay, forming the Delhi Sultanate. But over here, the right for the Sultan is also forced by this Yalduz. Yalduz was also saying that I will be the next hire for the Sultanship, right? So over here, Yalduz will try to assert his control over Qutbuddin Aibak. These are the political scenario which is going on. So Qutbuddin Aibak, you are seeing when he is coming, all these problems he will be facing. He will be trying to consolidate his position, right? And all these happenings are happening over here. One more thing is mentioned in your NCERT map only about Khokkar rebellion. When Khokkar rebellion was happening, Khokkar rebellion, where it was happening, guys? In the Pakistan region, Afghanistan tribes will be rebellion against the rule of this particular Ghuri, right? So they will be rebelling against the Ghuri empire. Again, Ghuri will be able to suppress this revolt, this particular Khokkar rebellion. It is written in your NCERT map. I will be showing you. Okay? This much story you try to understand first. After it will be the beginning of Delhi Sultanate will be happening. How they ask you question in the examination 2021 or 2022 prelim. During the reign of Iltutmish, the Chengiz Khan reached the Indus in pursuit of the fugitive Khwarizmi prince. Now you understand Khwarizmi, who were Khwarizmi, you know that they were the Central Asian people now, ruling vastly at the Central Asian empire, Khwarizmi. They can mention Samanid also. They will never mention the prince. Prince name was Jalaluddin, written in your books. They will never bother about the Central Asian polity. Again, I am saying you. Broadly, they have mentioned that, okay, there was the Khwarizmi prince. In your book, Jalaluddin is mentioned. Why I am focusing this? That don't go behind the political names of the Central Asian history, because in Satish Chandra you will find a lot of names are given, right? Okay, this information you will be seeing Delhi Sultanate. Let me tell you, this map you can see. This is also the map of initial slave dynasty. Lakhnauti, important place. It was the capital of Lakshman Sen at that point of time. Again, important, guys. Now you can understand this whole map. Must have seen in certain books. Khwarizmi, Ghurid, over here distributed among various Rajput dynasties, and southern Indian history you will be understanding later on. Delhi Sultanate, how do you see, guys? over here. Delhi Sultanate time period is from 1526, and this is being divided into, now this is how, like slave, over here slave dynasty, then and over here this should be on your tips and it is overrated information, ये आपको याद भी होगा. Slave dynasty is ruling from when to when? 1206 to Khiljis, Tughlaqs, Sayyid, 1414 to 1451, Lodhis 1451 to 1526. Exactly, you should remember this. One timeline based question will be on this only, guys. ठीक है, तो इसमें ये सबको ही याद रहता है. Already over here, this is your chronological order. Now over here you will be finding most important rulers again, and the mapping scenario will again be changing. The Delhi Sultanate consolidation phase, expansion phase, then the decline phase you will be seeing. In which dynasty they will be consolidating themselves. In the slave dynasty you will be seeing they will be consolidating themselves near around in the northern regions. Iltutmish, Balban will be helping to control the region, right? Will be building the army. That will be the consolidation phase. Khiljis, Tughlaqs, you will be finding that will be the expansion phase. Also, the most strongest army will be having in this medieval history time period. You will be finding that Mongols, now in the Central Asian polity, Mongols will be coming. And we will be easily be able to defeat Mongols over here, Khilji and Tughlaq time frame. Again, this is the decline phase of Delhi Sultanates. Okay, I will be showing you. So go see through the map. This is the phase of Khilji. This is the phase of slave, and more maps I will be showing you later on. This is one timeline you will be finding over here, guys. Qutbuddin Aibak. Qutbuddin Aibak, certain facts you must have known that he is also known as for his charity, Lakh Baksh. Also you have known that construction of Qutub Minar. Also the construction of 2 mosques, right? All this overrated information you must have read. Come to Iltutmish. Timeline you should remember. Qutbuddin Aibak, next Iltutmish. Important happenings of Iltutmish time frame. He is considered to be a real founder of Delhi Sultanate, right? So he will be changing all this nobility class also. What he will be forming, what changes he will be doing is in this nobility class. He will be forming Chahalgani group. Chahalgani is the group of 40 people, 40 trusted people, because over here if he want to get stable in this particular new region which they are established upon, then he has to have some trusted people with him. So he formed these Chalisa, which will become later on a problem for later rulers, and Chalisa will become the kingmaker later on. Okay? Because Chalisa will become, whenever ruler is powerful, then only these groups, these factions will work. Otherwise, these factions will play as a kingmaker throughout history. Now you will be seeing. Apart from this, Iltutmish, what else you understand about? One important diplomatic policy handled by him, which averted the danger of Mongol. Otherwise, there would have Mongol invasion also of India. Mongol chapter would have begun too, but it was averted by the diplomatic skill of Iltutmish of that time. Because he didn't give any shelter to the Khwarizmi prince. You understand now how things are changing over here, guys. In Central Asian polity, what you will be seeing now? What is happening over here now? Khwarizmi, Ghurid was there. Now over here, Mongol ruler under Chengiz Khan will bring the wrath over here in Central Asia and will defeat all these people. So Khwarizmi prince will go ahead over here. And also Qutbuddin Aibak will do one thing. He will severe contact with the Central Asian people, Central Asian polity or region of his, which was under Yaldus. Why he did so? So that the Central Asian polity should not affect the territories or politics of India. For his own interest, he did so, right? So that he can rule over here independently. Because of that, you will be seeing when Iltutmish came and Khwarizmi prince Jalaluddin asked for the asylum to the only Islamic state left at that point of time, because everything else was taken by Mongols. So over here you will be seeing Iltutmish will not give him any shelter, because Iltutmish don't want any confrontation with the Mongols. That is how one thing which he did, which averted the danger of Mongol over here, guys, because Mongol was busy in conquering his vast empire from Black Sea to the Japan Sea. Over here you will be seeing, right? The scenario will be changing. Iltutmish was knowing, he was an efficient administrator, he was knowing that he is weak right now, he needed to consolidate at that point of time. In 1211, 1215 you will be seeing the attacks of northwestern frontier. Genghis Khan will be visiting these places. So he knew that at that point of time he was weak. The scenario will be completely changing in the time frame of Alauddin Khilji. In Alauddin Khilji's time frame, you will be seeing we will not only defeat Mongols once, but we will be defeating them 6th time. 6 times we will be defeating them, Mongols, because we will become powerful till then, and the Mongols will be declining. In the time period of Muhammad bin Tughlaq, you will be finding that we will be thinking of doing a campaign of controlling these Central Asian regions. Muhammad bin Tughlaq, Khorasan expedition, right? So the overall, if you will see the fluctuating power, you will be understanding in different dynasties, right? Iltutmish, you have understood formation of. Other than that, he also introduced certain, again, overrated facts. Silver Tanka over here and Chital will be introduced over here, right? After that, you will be seeing that this Ruknuddin Firoz came because he was supported by the nobles, but he could not sustain the power because over here Razia Sultan was favored by his father Iltutmish. Chahalgani was favoring Ruknuddin Firoz. After Razia Sultan ruling for 4 years, his rule will be unstable, because over here he will not be able to, she will not be able to consolidate the power over here. But one of the major fact is first woman Sultan over here you will be seeing, one and only, right? After that, you will be understanding Nasiruddin Muhammad will become important. Why he will become important, guys? 1246 to 1266. Over here, Nasiruddin Muhammad, over here you see 1240 to 42, 42, 46. What you are seeing? Condition of instability again. Why this is happening? Because now Chahalgani is coming to power, and Chahalgani is a group of 40 people. Certain factions are focusing upon certain rulers, favoring certain rulers, certain are favoring certain rulers. So over here, Balban got powerful, and because of Balban, Nasiruddin Muhammad got to power. That is how Balban was indirectly ruling from 1246 to 1266. Though later on Balban was expelled too from the Chahalgani group, but that is a different story. Again, Balban will come to power, will be forming his own, he will be supporters, he will be taking the support of certain nobles and coming to power in 1266 AD. The first thing which he will do is end of that kingmakers Chahalgani group. Balban time frame you are seeing, guys. Balban will be understanding that it is important to make monarchy again powerful. So he will be giving various theory of divine, theory of kingship. He will be saying that you have to do Sijda and Pabos, which you have to read. The Iranian practices he was bringing in. He understood that, okay, over here I have to create a strong army because the averted danger of Central Asia was there of Mongols. So he created one department, military department also here, Diwan-e-Ariz, right? This all you must be knowing. More facts you can read about Balban over here. He worked upon Chahalgani army also, and the basically administration also. Tighten the administration, control, centralized control he wanted to have. After that, there will be again chaos after the death of Balban. Last rulers will be Kamor and Kakobad, not important. But they were replaced then by Khiljis. Khiljis they will be replacing by. Okay, over here you will be seeing Qutub Minar and all Lakh Baksh. You will be seeing certain what Adhai Din Ka Chopra and one more mosque you will be seeing under Qutubuddin Aibak, right? This was the region of Qutubuddin Aibak, Lahore to Kannauj over here. Later on expanded by Iltutmish till over here. Now this is an NCERT map, guys. Okay. Gujarat is not under us. Gujarat will come under the Khiljis time frame because of the fights which will happen, right? These are Senas. In detail information about Senas will not be asked. How Senas will be asked? Contemporaneous. Again, they have not asked till now, but the way they are forming question, they can give you Senas in one of the option. Contemporaneous. Important Sena ruler over here, can you find? Lakshman Sen, 1179 to 1204. No need to remember the timeline. Lakshman Sen is important from here, guys. This is the type of question they have given as in 8th century, early 8th century AD. Who was there in early 8th century AD? So if you are not having this sense of contemporary, who was ruling when, then you will not be able to solve these type of question, guys. It will become difficult. But those who are just studied ancient medieval from the timeline sense, they will, it is very easy question for them, right? Because Hoysala, Gahdwala, Kakatiya, Yadava, you will not understand it separately. No need to understand it separately. Right now, I will be telling you about Alauddin camping. Over there, you get to know about these dynasties because he is moving southwards. And have they asked any in detail information about Hoysala and all? They will never ask you. Okay? Just the contemporaneous. El Totmish, you will read about Tanka Jital. This you can read, guys, right? This is what you are seeing during the time frame of Genghis Khan. You will be seeing the vast areas are expanding. Only the Indian subcontinent is not there. So it was one of the biggest thing of that particular time, guys. The whole Khwarizmi Empire was taken on over by the Genghis Khan. And over here, who was ruling in the northern India? Iltutmish, right? Razia Sultan will be coming on. Now there are certain various theories, various histories written over Razia Sultan also, but not a very significant ruler from the political angle. A series of puppet ruler you will be seeing. Why? Because over here, Chahlagani will be the kingmaker or sultan maker. Ghiyasuddin Balban will become very important. I told you, he will be introducing practices like Siddha, Sijda, Pabos. He'll break the power of Chahlagani. Chalisa he'll be breaking. He'll be following the policy of blood and iron, defeating the enemies. Even, and he was focusing upon the robust justice system, even giving punishment to his close relatives too, and that to death punishment he was giving to his close relatives too, right? Again, this is a lot of history involved over here. Then last rulers you will be seeing like this. Later on, Khiljis will be coming, guys. Khiljis, under Khiljis, whom you will be seeing? Jalaluddin Khilji ruling from 1290 to 1296 only. Alauddin Khilji's time frame 1296 to 1316, one of the most significant period, and from here chances of question being asked in the examination are more. Dekho over here what is happening. This whole area is covered now by the whom? Slave dynasty. Under Kutubuddin Aibak, Iltutmish, Razia Sultan, Balban. Right? These are important rulers of here. Now over here the territory will be governed by, or the sultanship will be taken over by whom? Jalaluddin Khilji. And over here, Alauddin Khilji will also become important. So when Jalaluddin Khilji was the Sultan, Alauddin Khilji was deputed for the missions to control over here, to the expedition of this Maharashtra region, right? And he was placed at where? Agra. He was placed as the governor of Agra, guys. Later on, what you will be finding that from here, Alauddin Khilji will try to expand. Okay? And his military expansion will become important. And this story you might be knowing that how Alauddin Khilji came to power. How Alauddin Khilji came to power? Dekho, over here you will be finding that Alauddin Khilji went in the expedition of these Maharashtra region. Over here, who was ruling in Maharashtra region then? The Yadavas of Devgiri or Daulatabad. So he led a successful campaign over there. And when he came back with the loot, he remained at Agra. Though the norm was that he will go and give the share of that war to the Sultan, but that was not happened. And you must have seen in the movies too that then the Jalaluddin Khilji will be coming to the Agra region, and there he will be treacherously murdering the Jalaluddin Khilji, right? After that, in Alauddin Khilji, this is the story. Story is not important. Alauddin Khilji is important from various aspects. First is a military expansion. That how he expanded to the Gujarat, to the Deccan, till the south he reached. How he expanded. Though he did not, again, like of Samudragupta, he did not annex the southern Indian kingdoms. But he provided the base for the next ruler, like Muhammad bin Tughlaq, who will be expanding till the south. Right? Alauddin Khilji, important, guys. Alauddin Khilji time frame 1296 to 1316. Over here in Alauddin Khilji, military campings are very important, very important. Apart from that, market reforms are very important. Apart from that, over here administrative reforms you can see very important over here. Then army reforms also hit it very, very important. Because of him, you will be seeing that Delhi Sultanate was one of the most powerful kingdom of those times. One of the most powerful kingdoms, which was not only having the control over the entire southern India, so northern India, also the Central Asian polity also they were having the deterrence, right? About their military campings, Alauddin Khilji military campings. What about their military campings, guys? Tell me. Over here you can see. What about their military campings? Alauddin Khilji is placed over here. He will be starting his military first camping he will be doing of. Why he did the Gujarat camping over here 1299? Again NCERT map is there, right? 1299 he will do the Gujarat campaign. Why? For trade perspectives. What trade? What important trade he was doing from here? Horses trade was. In order to make army powerful, he knew that he knew best quality horses. Best quality horses were available in the Central Asia Steppes region, Arabian and Turkey horses. And the import that was happening since ancient times were from Gujarat region, right? So that's why it is very important to control this Gujarat territory. And Gujarat was not under the control of slave dynasty. So that was important that we have to have the control over Gujarat. The Gujarat campaign was begun in 1299. He wanted to come from this region, but he was not allowed to cross the territories of whom? One Ranthambore, also Mewar rulers also rejected his surpassing these territories, right? Passing from these territories. Ranthambore and Mewar, these were Rajput rulers dynasties over there, ruling over there. So he chose the path of this Jaisalmer Jodhpur region and came over here and fought with Rai Karan of Gujarat. And in your books you will find 2-3 names like he destroyed Anilwara, Patan, and these names are associated with the regions of the nearby Ahmedabad regions of Gujarat. Okay, so these areas were defeated and taken the control by Alauddin Khilji, this Gujarat region. After this 1299, what he will be doing? He will be fighting with whom? He will be fighting with the Ranthambore, and Ranthambore people he fought with 1301. Hamir Dev he will be fighting with. Now there are a lot of reasons involved. 1 or 2 reasons I might tell you. Over here you will be finding that in the Alauddin Khilji's time frame, you will be seeing in his army a lot of Mongol soldiers also added because he was defeating the Mongols. So certain Mongol faction soldiers will be joining the Alauddin Khilji army. Because of this, what happens when they did this Gujarat campaign? These Mongol rulers demanded for their share in the war booty, war advances which were happening over here. So this share was not provided by the journals of Khilji. That is how they went to the asylum, and that asylum was provided by one Rajput ruler, powerful Rajput ruler of that time. That is Ranthambore ruler. That is how they came into direct conflict with the Ranthambore. Now story is not important. Again, they will not be asking you. But it is important why Ranthambore they choose. So 1301 direct attack was done by Alauddin Khilji's army on Ranthambore, defeated them. Then attack was done in 1303 Mewar over here. Different stories, different sides are given. One story is provided which is very famous by Malik Muhammad Jaisi, written in Padmavat, you will be seeing. And Malik Muhammad Jaisi was existing when? He will be existing in 16th century time frame. That's why this is not the most reliable source you will be finding over here regarding the Raja Ratan Singh, Padmavat, though these personalities were existing, right? But the story which they have constructed, it is not, historians don't support this story, right? So over here 1301, after 1303, Mewar will also be captured by whom? Alauddin Khilji. Till 1303, you will be seeing that these Rajputana areas will be captured. And after that, who is ruling over here? In the southern Indian expedition will become, guys. And this southern Indian expedition, you first see the rulers over here. You will be seeing Yadavas will be ruling this Deccan. Yadavas of Daulatabad. Daulatabad is also known as Deogir or Devgiri. Over here, this particular region of Hyderabad, Telangana. थोड़ा नीचे अगर आओगे आप, Kakatiyas. Kakatiyas of Warangal over here you will be seeing. In this particular part of southern Karnataka, Hoysalas. Hoysalas of Dwarsamudram. Both of them, Dwarsamudram also has been asked in the examination, Hoysalas also has been asked. Over here in the southern Indian, Pandyans, great. Over here Pandyans were existing. Alauddin Khilji, after completing this Rajputana struggle 1303, gave the commandership to Malik Kafur, and under Malik Kafur you will be seeing that they will be defeating these Yadavas, though they will not be directly controlling these areas again, but they will be taking the war booty, war share from here, right? So over here they will be defeating whom of Yadavas? Ramchandra. Just remember Rai Ramchandra over here you will be seeing. Also Rai Ramchandra later on became one of the loyal friend of Alauddin Khilji. Rai Ramchandra you will be seeing over here Rai Karan was defeated. Rai Karan took the asylum over here in the courts of Rai Ramchandra. That is also one reason where they wanted to capture this Maharashtra region. Next they wanted to expand, and the motive was only to fill the treasury, not to annex these states again, right? So over here this is happening after 305. So 305 to 311 you will be seeing they will be expanding in these territories. Kakatiyas, they will be defeating whom? One major ruler who is contemporary to them. Pratap Rudradev. I'll be showing all the rulers to those who want to learn about their rulers. They can see. Pratap Rudradev will be ruling when Khilji's army was attacking these areas. And it is being said that during this time frame, the Kohinoor diamond was taken by them and given to Alauddin Khilji. वो Kohinoor diamond की अलग story है. And in this time frame only you will be seeing from the Golconda mines they got this 712 carat diamond. 712 carat diamond. Now he will be coming to the Hoysalas, and Hoysalas you will be finding whom? Sorry, in the Samudram period you will be finding Hoysalas. And which of the ruler of Hoysala will become famous over here? Who will be fighting with the Alauddin Khilji's time frame? Veer Ballal III. Veer Ballal III will be coming over here and he will be fighting. Again Yadavas will also be defeated. Then he will be fighting with Veer Pandyan. Pandyas will also be defeated. Overall gist of this is he led the southern Indian campaign which he was successful to, never annexed these territories. But this in the similar way I was teaching in 2022 prelims or 2020, since 5 years I am teaching in the same way. How it appeared in the question, guys, you see over here. I have told you that question, how it appeared. What was there? Who was ruling in the 8th century AD, and the points were given Hoysalas. These all rulers were mentioned. Hoysalas, Kakatiyas, Yadavas, and we never know how they will frame the question, but those who are learning it correctly, they know that these are existing parallelly to Alauddin Khilji. Again I am saying you. Now was it an easy question of that time in 2023 prelims they have? It was an easy question again, because nowhere you will read about Hoysalas, Pratap Rudradev, these Yadavas, these Pandyas. Nowhere you will read it apart from here, right? Pandyas you read a bit in Sangam age too. This is one important thing which you have to learn. Khilji's map, you will always see that Gujarat will be under them. See over there. Again, important maps. Alauddin Khilji's reign. Now, can you see this? 1304. This is like the map you can see over here. This is of NCRT. 1299 you can see Gujarat. 1301 you can see Ranthambore. 1303 you can see of Chittor. Then he will be moving ahead, and 1305 to 1311 you will be seeing the Yadavas, Kakatiyas, Dwarsamudram and Pandyas. The only map of NCRT where these southern Indian dynasties are mentioned again. Two important rulers campaigns you should remember. This you cannot miss, right? Chronology can be asked. And another one important ruler which you will be seeing later on during the time frame of Mughals. Akbar. Akbar expansion is also important, because Aurangzeb got the northern India by Akbar only. Akbar expanded the whole, consolidated the whole power in the northern India. Later on he expanded to the south, we will be understanding. So important. Apart from this, what are the other reforms done by him? Alauddin Khilji. So dekho, these are the rulers of Yadavas, guys. Yadavas, different rulers you will be seeing. But one important ruler which you know is Ramchandra, ruling 1271 to 1308, contemporary to Alauddin Khilji. This is the Kakatiyas. This I have added later on after seeing the question. This is a bit information so that you can understand more about them. Kakatiyas, important ruler is Pratap Rudradev. Pratap Rudradev, this is mentioned in your over here NCRT also. This is your Hoysala kingdom, Veer Ballal III, contemporary to Alauddin Khilji. ठीक है guys. Also in this particular time frame, the Central Asia was dividing into these 4 or 5 kingdoms, Khanats. The whole, there is a tradition of dividing the Mongol Empire among them, among their brothers after the death of the ruler. So this Khanats will be coming into frame. This Khanats will be breaking the power of Mongols. No need to remember which Khanat is there, but one Khanat will become important, that is Chaktai Khanat. So all the rulers later on who will be coming will be from the Chaktai Khanat in our country, Indian subcontinent, under Alauddin Khilji, or under later on rulers Muhammad bin Tughlaq, right? Apart from this, you will be seeing these forts, you will be seeing, right, Siri fort and all. Last ruler you will be seeing also over here. Apart market reforms, what market reforms he did? He fixed the prices at that point of time, guys. One of the most significant, you will see that this was done in that particular time period, that he fixed the prices of commodities. And why he wanted to fix the price at that point of time? Right. He wanted to fix the price because he had to pay the salary, and he was recruiting in large number because he wanted to create one of the strong army, because he knew that with army only he will be able to conquer the whole subcontinent, right? So in order to pay the army less, or so that the expenses, these army expenses should not rise, his agenda was to fix the prices of that. Also to win the support of the people too, so that the prices should be low and fixed. He did that by doing some market reforms. He formed several departments, several markets, like the markets for grains, the markets for horses, the markets for clothes, other markets. Every market was kept under one official. He was known as Shahane Mandi, and everybody has to maintain some records. It was like he implemented the monetary policy of that time, guys, right, and fixed it. Monetary policy fix नहीं कर पाता. Monetary policy का कितना है वो fluctuation हमारा? 4% plus minus 2, right? 2 to 6% you will be seeing. But at that point, so it is, as per Satish Chandra, you will be finding he was way ahead of his age in terms of this reform which he did. It is written in your Satish Chandra, right? Apart from that, in the this army reforms he also did. In army, what he did, that he, because the horses, because these people were corrupt who was bringing these horses, right? So what they were doing, they were replacing the horses of low quality and taking the money of high quality horses. So in order to identify the horses, they use this tag method, and for the soldiers, descriptive method, chehra method, right? So these are overrated details you must be knowing about. After Alauddin Khilji, these are two important rulers from your Khilji empire, guys. Architecture also you see. Administration I'll be telling you after Tughlaqs. In Tughlaqs, who became important? Muhammad bin Tughlaq and Firoz Shah Tughlaq, I'll be showing you. This is the Khilji map. Now in the Tughlaq map, what you will be able to see? What you will be seeing? They will reach up to this Tamil Nadu region, guys, right? So this you will be seeing. This area was not under their control, direct control. And this area is basically Odisha region, named in medieval India as Jajnagar. Jajnagar, Toshali, all these names are of Odisha. This is one Tamil Nadu NCRT map you will be seeing over here. Written Jajnagar over here. Rest all the territories were occupied in the Muhammad bin Tughlaq's time frame. After Muhammad bin Tughlaq, you will again be seeing a different political scenario. Understanding, guys? Let us see the rulers. These are also the NCRT map again. Those who are comfortable with the maps, like the names, well and good. Those who are not comfortable, they have to learn these locations. These are all the rulers of Tughlaq. Ghiyasuddin bin Tughlaq, Muhammad bin Tughlaq, Firoz Shah Tughlaq. Over here, these are important. During the time frame of 1398, what happened? Invasion of Tamur will be happening, again devastating the whole polity, whole structure of Delhi Sultanate. After that, you will be seeing the decline phase will come. And the decline phase had started just in the Muhammad bin Tughlaq only, but it showed later, it reflected later on into this 1400 or 1440. Understanding? Out of these rulers, Muhammad bin Tughlaq is very significant. Muhammad bin Tughlaq is known for his 5 reforms, and the reforms he did was on reforms on first token currency. You will be seeing that he will be introducing new coins, but it will be failing, right? Dekho, first experiment you will be seeing. First experiment is the transfer of capital from Delhi to Daulatbad. Why he wanted to come to Deogir or Daulatabad? Southern India, but he was not able to control this only also. And over here there was constant Mongol attacks you will be starting seeing when he shifted the capital. When he was there, no Mongol attacks was there. When he come over here, Mongol attacks started to happen. So this turned into a failure. He tried to introduce coins also, but that coins were started to forfeited by the people. Right, that is how this currency was also, this new currency, token currency which he introduced, it is also not worked. So he had to take up back that decision also. Third decision he took was of taxation in Doab. Why he wanted to create taxation, or why he increased the taxation in Doab? Why he wanted to generate more revenue? Right, because over here you will find that one more experiment he wanted to do, and that experiment was of Khorasan expedition. Khorasan is the present day region of Uzbekistan, Central Asian provinces, not as exactly Uzbekistan. Khorasan you will be finding over here. This third expedition was that he will be invading these Mongol territories. Why he wanted, or why he was thinking about this plan? Why do you think so? Political instability was there. How he got to know about that? Because he was invited by one of the Mongol ruler. The Khanates you were seeing, one of the contender of the Khanate invited him. Like of the Britishers you were seeing. Britishers were everywhere coming, where there was the power struggle going on. So over here you will be seeing that Muhammad bin Tughlaq was invited by them. So he planned that we will be attacking the Khorasan now, Khorasan expedition. So he invested on the large army over here in Delhi. Wanted to prepare it, but was this mission started? Never. Why? Because again the Central Asian polity got changed. Because that person who wanted to be in power got the support of other Khanates. Ultimately, there was no reason for them to invade to that area. So he had to abandon this large army. And in order to bear the expenses of this whole experiment failure, he increased at the last the taxation in Doab. Right? Also, one more experiment was there which you all must be knowing. Karachil. Where is Karachil? You will be seeing in the Uttarakhand, Himachal region, he wanted to expand over there. Why? What was the reasons for his expansion to the Karachil area? Rebellions were happening, one reason, right? Second, again different theories by different scholars. One scholar says that he wanted to conquer this China region, which is wrong, which is not accepted by most of the historians. One theory say that he wanted to capture this trade route, silk trade route, which was happening at that point of time. This is one of the accepted theory of amongst the historians, right? One more theory is that to just provide the stability in this area, because over here mountainous tribes were revolting against the rule of local governors. This is also one theory which is reflected over. But all these experiments you are seeing of Muhammad bin Tughlaq will be turning into failures over here, right? And in whose accounts we see the critical comments on the this Muhammad bin Tughlaq's reign? Ziauddin Barani over here you will be seeing, right? Ziauddin Barani, and few more scholars will be coming who will be writing about the affairs of Muhammad bin Tughlaq, guys. After Muhammad bin Tughlaq, you will be seeing Firoz Shah Tughlaq. What Firoz Shah Tughlaq important contribution will be? Dekho, Muhammad bin Tughlaq, when he was there, Firoz Shah Tughlaq will be changing the policies with respect to nobles, with respect to ulema class, and with respect to whom? Army. He will change all the policies which was introduced by Muhammad bin Tughlaq. Because Muhammad bin Tughlaq, dekho, Muhammad bin Tughlaq, you are seeing the vast area under us, but that was not because of the Muhammad bin Tughlaq efforts. That was the efforts of his previous generation you were seeing. After that, you will be seeing Firoz Shah Tughlaq time frame. There was the condition of chaos. Why? Because nobility was revolting, ulema class was revolting, and army was revolting. They were revolting during the time frame of Muhammad bin Tughlaq. Why? Why nobles were revolting, guys? What were the reasons? They might not be getting the importance, right? This might be one of the reasons. They were not getting importance because over here you will be seeing that Muhammad bin Tughlaq introduced merit system to grant this nobility to the people, that on the basis of merit, not on the basis of birth, not on the basis of blood, you will be granted this position. So this caused you will say this caused some discontentment amongst the nobles. So nobles was against Muhammad bin Tughlaq. Also his failure of experiments caused dissentiment over here too. Ulema class, why ulema class was frustrated with Muhammad bin Tughlaq's policy? Because Muhammad bin Tughlaq attitude was secular in nature, right? Tolerance toward all religion. So this was the case why ulema class was dissatisfied. And over here, why army was dissatisfied with the Muhammad bin Tughlaq? One of his expeditions, also he decided his decision of, like you will be saying that all the senior soldiers will be retired from the services now, right? And new people will be included, and those people will not be on the hereditary basis, right? New people on the basis of merit will be included in the army. All these decisions also, plus combining with his failure of experiments, failure of which he wanted to do, led to the chaotic environment during the time period of Firoz Shah Tughlaq. So because of this, Firoz Shah Tughlaq wanted to subvert all the policies of Muhammad bin Tughlaq. So in the starting years, you will be seeing that he will be appeasing these noble class, ulema class, army class. How will be appeasing him? How he will be appeasing them? First, nobility class, he introduced one aspect that blood relatives can be nobles, also hereditary basis he introduced. What about the ulema class? He restarted jizya system over there, guys. And one more way of appeasing the ulema class, destruction of temples, you will be seeing in the time period of this Firoz Shah Tughlaq too. Third, army aspect. Again, hereditary basis he introduced, that on the basis of hereditary, army the soldiers can continue in the services, right? Apart from this, Firoz Shah Tughlaq is also remembered for his architectural contribution, the city contribution. A lot of cities were built by Firoz Shah Tughlaq, and in those cities, the famous are of Hisar, Jaunpur, Firozabad, Fatehabad. Also, you will be seeing over here. Okay, this is the reign of Firoz Shah Tughlaq. Only this particular area is under Firoz Shah Tughlaq. One more activity was happening parallelly during the time frame of the end of Muhammad bin Tughlaq. The formation of Vijayanagar Empire by Harihar and Bukka. Right, this story you will be understanding in Vijayanagar. So over here now, contraction of the empire will begin. And this, whenever empire is weak, again what I have told you, attacks will be happening. And now attacks will be easily done by, invasion will be done by whom? Taimurs. So over here you understand, guys, the rise of Sayyids now. Sayyids over here will be coming. Under this Firoz Shah Tughlaq or the later Tughlaq rulers, this region, Lahore, Multan, Dipalpur will be ruled by whom? Khizr Khan. And Khizr Khan will be displaced by the Tughlaqs from this particular governorship. So Khizr Khan will move towards the ruler of this particular Chagatai Khanate. And over here, who was ruling? Taimur. So with the help of Khizr Khan and other local rulers, Taimur invaded India, and because of the instability after the Firoz Shah Tughlaq, you will be seeing, he will be easily raiding these places of Delhi and taking the loot back, because he has a lot vast empire to see over there, right? And appointing this Khizr Khan as the governor of this Multan Lahore region again, that he will handle these positions. Understanding? Later on, you will be seeing that Khizr Khan will be taking the seat of Delhi Sultanate, but he will never take this title of Sultan. Rather, he will take the title of Rayyat-e-Ala, the subordinate to over here Sultan. He will be the subordinate to Taimur over there, right? He will be ruling as the governor of Taimur. That is how the beginning of Sayyid dynasty you will be seeing. Again, Sayyid is smaller dynasty. Only names and last rulers will be important from here, guys. He will be building many departments also, guys, like Diwan-e Khairat, Diwan-e Bandagan, department of slaves will be introduced by whom? Firoz Shah Tughlaq, right? Jizya वगैरह he will be implementing again. This is one snippet you will be seeing in the NCERT map, 7th class NCERT. This you all must read, easy to understand information. ठीक है, एक बार इसको देख लेना, easy है. This is the more expansion you will be finding now over here. Now this is the time frame of Lodhis, but Lodhis, before Lodhis, who were there? Sayyid, right? So Sayyid dynasties 1414 to 1451. Khizr Khan, Mubarak Shah, Muhammad Shah, Alauddin Alam Shah. Only this particular rulers, if you will remember, more than enough. Sayyids were also known as, he used to wear certain unique caps, and this was one random question. This is the random question I am saying, asked in 2021 prelims, that who were known as Kulhadarans, right? Kulhadarans, Kulha means these pointed helmets. They used to have war type helmets like this, you will be seeing, right? You must have seen this war helmets also. Like this they used to wear. So they were known as Kulhadarans, these Sayyid people. And the straight away question was that who were known as Kulhadarans? Options were there, Lodhis, Sayyids, Khiljis, like this question was there. Okay guys. After that, in their time frame, you will be seeing that now regions will trying to get independent. Again, the political scenario will change, and he will be having hold over here only, the Sayyids. Under Sayyids only, one division, one new province will be getting independent, known as Jaunpur. And Jaunpur will be getting famous under Sharkis. Important guys, because over here now the Jaunpur will emerge. In the south, what is happening? Bahmani Sultanate is coming. In the most southern areas, what you will be seeing? Vijayanagar Empire will be coming. So this position you will be finding over here, and later on the coming up of Lodhis you will be seeing. In the time frame of Lodhis, how many rulers you have to remember over here? 3 rulers are important guys. Again, there will be constant struggle to combine the areas, lost areas of Jaunpur, Bengal, and certain Rajput areas. These are the people of Sayyid you will be seeing over here. Short points are there over here. Mubarak Shah, one important point is there, that there is one poet, Yaha bin Ahmad Sarhindi. This Ahmad Sarhindi is different from one Sufi saint who will be there in the Akbar's time frame, which was asked by UPSC. I'll be pointing out later on. Okay, he wrote Tariq-e-Mubarak Shahi, writing about the reign of Mubarak Shah. Now these are some irrelevant information you can read. Lodhi dynasty guys over here. See the map of Lodhi dynasty. In the Deccan area, the Deccani Sultanates will come. In that region, you will be seeing, they have not shown you because later on Jaunpur was controlled by Lodhis only. Initially, there will be independent Sharki dynasty which will be formed. Later on, under Behlol, under Sikandar, you will be seeing they will be combining this Sharki dynasty again. That is why they are showing that Sharki dynasty is with them. Right. So this is the map change you can see. NCRT maps are there. The Tughlaq's time frame and the Lodhi's time frame. Lodhi is important people. Behlol Lodhi, Sikandar Lodhi, Ibrahim Lodhi. And during the time frame of Ibrahim Lodhi, you will be seeing that there will be Battle of Panipat will be happening. But their constant struggle will be what? These are Sharki's ruler, and important Sharki ruler you will be finding first. Malik Sarwar you have to remember. He founded this dynasty. Important. Malik Sarwar is important, but he is not contemporary to whom? He is not a contemporary to Lodhis. See the timeline, 1394 to 1399. He is contemporary to Tughlaqs. Important Malik Sarwar. Sikandar Shah is important because he formed the city of Agra. And one more overrated fact is there, that he gave one measurement unit known as Gaz-e-Sikandari. That Gaz which is used till today, it is basically given by him. Okay, over here now you will be seeing in Ibrahim Lodhi time frame, you will be more understanding from the point of view of when Mughals will be coming. See, overall what you are understanding, they are trying to control this region. Try to understand. Over here this is Delhi, near around Delhi place. Sharki was becoming important. Bengal was becoming important. Over here under Rana Sanga, Mewar was getting independent and important because these rule was getting smaller and smaller. Over here Punjab and Dipalpur, these are two places which are also wanted to assert their independence because Ibrahim Lodhi was a bit weak ruler. Also his weakness was highlighted after the defeat from one Rajput, very famous Rajput ruler over here, that is Rana Sanga. Rana Sanga easily defeated Ibrahim Lodhi over here. That is how all sides you will be seeing revolts will be there. So over here now these people, governor of who is over here, governor of Punjab, Daulat Khan Lodi, the cousin of Ibrahim Lodi. Also over here, Alam Khan Lodi, the maternal uncle of Ibrahim Lodi, will be inviting whom over here? Babur. That is how Babur will come. Now these stories are not important, but once 20 years back this question was asked, that who invited Babur? Maternal uncle, cousin, brother, like this they have asked, guys. Now again, this is the random type of question which you cannot tap upon, right? Alright guys, this is how later on Mughals will be coming. Let us see the questions now. Just wait. Oh, medieval history is too vast. This is not this much short, right? Over here you understand. First, this is question 5. Ikta system. How the provinces were divided of Delhi Sultanate. Provinces were known as Iktas. And after Iktas, what you will be seeing? Districts will be known as Shiks. After that, Pargana. And after that, you will be seeing villages, grams, they will be known as. Okay? So, Ikta system. Let me show you over here again. Ikta will be the larger province. The whole administrative system is changing now. Under this, districts, Shiks. Under this, Pargana. And under this, you will be finding gram or villages. Who will be heading the Iktas? Iqtidar, and one more name you will be finding, that is Wali or Muktis. These are high ranking officials, at least you can get this. Shiks were handled by Shikdars and Pargana was handled by Amils. Amil, not Amir, Amil. This has been asked by UPSC. Simple question they have asked, that Amil was the one of the higher ranking official, though he was working at the Pargana level. Amil. Now, what their role was, what they were doing, if in short, if I ask you, what their role was? Iktas, Shikdar, two roles were there: law and order and collecting, revenue collection. You will be seeing, right? Is over here. In Gupta's time, you know the provinces, what provinces were known as? Because last polity was of Guptas only. Bhuktis and who were the governors? Uparika. Before that, if you will go, who was the governor of Chakras? Chakra was the modern polity which was going on in our Indian song. Kumaras, great. Like this you have to remember. Pradeshikas, you remember? Pradeshika. Divisions head. That means they are high ranking officials. Okay, this is how you have to remember. Asked by UPSC 2-3 times. One, Ikta is an Arabic word and the institution started in Turkey. Right or wrong? This is wrong, guys. Over here now, not very important information, but from the Persia they took it, right? Persian administration was there. Second, it was used in the Caliphate administration as a way of financing operations and paying civil and military officers. Right? It was non-hereditary and did not imply a right to the land, but it became hereditary under Muhammad bin Tughlaq. Great. This was under Firoz Shah Tughlaq, you will be seeing. It became hereditary, right? Now you know that why Firoz Shah Tughlaq changed all these policies in order to appease all these segments: ulema class, noble class and army class. Answer will be only one. Sixth, reforms introduced by Alauddin Khilji. He introduced a system of market regulation to control prices of essential commodities. Right? He introduced the dark system of horse branding in the Chehra system. This is also right. His land revenue reforms included the introduction of a fixed revenue assessment system based on the average yield of crops, which stabilized agriculture production and taxation. This was not the case, guys. This is one of the, you can say, revenue system was changed under the time period of Akbar, Todarmal, Sher Shah Suri. Under those time period, this assessment was done. Right? First, they will assess the land, how much crop is produced, then they will fix the revenue. Okay, this much should be there. Right? But that was not in the case of Alauddin Khilji. Fourth, He appointed special officials called Shikdar to see law and order in villages. Again, it was an easy question, but important part. Third, what he did, he increased the revenue or not? He increased the revenue, Alauddin Khilji, and you will see from 33%, which was the norm fixed by the previous dynasty, it went up ahead to 50% over here. Ninth question, consider the following Sufi saints. Important question, guys. This type of question you will see in the examination. Sheikh Moinuddin Chishti, Khwaja Qutbuddin Bhakhtiar Kaki, Sheikh Nizamuddin Aulia, Sheikh Farid Ganje Shankar, Baba Farid जिन्हें बोलते हैं. What is the right order? Over here, who was at the starting, guys? Moinuddin Chishti is at the starting. 2, Bhakhtiar Kaki was there. Then 1, 2, 3, 4 or 4, 3, Baba Farid, and then Nizamuddin Aulia, as you can see over here, right? Ganje Sheikh, first Baba Farid and then Nizamuddin Aulia. You must have got confused between A and D. But this is important, exact timelines you should remember of these Sufi saints. I'll be telling you in the next class how to remember these Sufi saints and Bhakti saints in the next class. Okay? 10th, which of the following represent the correct chronological order of Alauddin Khilji's major military campaigns? B, Gujarat, Ranthambore, Mewar and Kakatiya. How many of you have done it right? बहुत बढ़िया. Great. Okay, 11th. Consider the following statements. The Arab invasion of the Indian subcontinent during the 7th to 12th centuries led to the establishment of a continuous Muslim presence in the northwestern region of subcontinent. Right? Reason, the Arabs not only invaded but also settled in the coastal regions of India, resulting in a hybrid culture that merged Islamic and local traditions. This is a confusing statement. You might have got confused over here. As per them, you will be seeing that this fusion of this tradition happened a lot later on. But this is not fixed, you can say, right? Because this fusion was happening in this time frame also. Again. Over here, what is written? Arabs not only invaded but also settled in the coastal. Coastal regions, later on you will be finding they will be settling. First, Sindh is also a coastal province, if you want to highlight this. Sindh. So this is one of the confusing statement you will be seeing over here, guys. As a questions nahi aayenge, but you have a broad understanding about them. What is this question? Question number 13. Consider the following statements about Al-Baruni. Al-Baruni visited during the time frame of Mahmud of Ghazni. Great. So Ghazni was during the time frame of Ghazni, Mahmud of Ghazni. You will be seeing 985 to 1025. Remember it like this. Al-Barunis visited India during the time period of Mahmud Ghori. Wrong. Al-Baruni's Khazan-ul-Futuh mentions a religion and philosophy of the Sultanate period. Kitab-ul-Hind. This book is written by Khazan-ul-Futuh. Important. Amir Khusro. Great. देखो इतना भी अगर आपको पता है ना, you are good to go ahead with the prelims, guys. He translated several Sanskrit works, included Patanjali's work on grammar into Arabic. This is also right. So answer will be only 3 will be the answer. So important, Khazan-ul-Futuh. 14th, which of the following statements accurately reflects Balban's theory of kingship, which was articulated during his reign in Delhi Sultanate? First, Balban emphasized the divine right of kings, asserting that the monarch was a representative of God on earth. He believed in the concept of siyasa, where the king governed primarily for the welfare of his subjects, prioritizing their needs over personal power. This is wrong, because over here this extended information, prioritizing their needs over personal power. He was focusing more on personal power. Balbans implemented strict court protocols and a strong system of administration to deter rebellion, reflecting his belief that a king must project. This is right. He advocated for a decentralized system of governments. This is wrong. Centralized governance systems he wanted to do. Answer will be C. Acha, incorrect they have asked again. तो एग्जाम में मत करना, यहाँ कर लो आप लोग, लेकिन एग्जाम में it happens, and I am telling you 3 to 4 questions. I'm saying it a bit like not 3 to 4, but 2 to 3 questions will be based on this incorrect and correct. This is their pattern. Consider following pairs officer during Sultanate department work. overrated information. ठीक है, दीवाने अरिज, दीवाने इंशा, correspondence. Diwan Insha is related to correspondence, diplomacy works. Diwan Risalat, religious matter. Vakil Dar, head of finance department. Wazir was there. देखो, this position later on, अभी तो ये identify कर सकते हो आप, this is related to household and all, but later on this Wakil and Wazir was one and the same thing in the time frame of Bairam Khan or Akbar, right? We'll be understanding them. Answer will be more departments also over here. Diwane Kohi, Diwane Mustakharaj, Diwane Ishtiyaq, ठीक है, you can Diwane Insha, Diwane Bandagan, Diwane Khairat, all these departments sometimes they can ask you guys. Okay, 16th question. With regard to the Delhi Sultanate period, art and culture base. Delhi Sultanate period saw the introduction of Persian architecture styles in India, exemplified by the use of pointed arcs and domes. Right. The Tughlaq dynasty is known for its unique contribution to the development of the Indo-Islamic style of architecture. Then their contribution is related to not Qutub Minar but double dome structure. You will be seeing, right? Or not, Tughlaq are not related to double dome. Tughlaqs are known for their Tughlaqabad fort, right? Double dome is related to Lodhis. Really sorry about that. Sufis. The Sufi mystics played a significant role in promoting the syncretic culture of Delhi Sultanate. Right. Miniature painting reached its peak during the Delhi Sultanate. Jahangir, Mughal period. देखो ये overrated information है, but those who are new first second attempters, you should also understand these information because this is known by everyone in this competition, right? Easy question. Answer will be 17th. Consider the following statements about Lodhi dynasty architecture. The important feature of architecture during this time was the introduction of double domes. You will be seeing. The tomb of Lalitpur, popularly known as Jama Masjid, was an iconic piece of Islamic architecture of the Lodhi dynasty. This you have seen over here. Answer will be 2 only, B. 18th. He established Delhi and he was described in the 11th century inscription of the iron pillar at Mehroli. Alright. His coins feature the horseman and bull figure. He bears the title Shri Samanta Dev. Anangpal Tomar over here you will be seeing. He inscripted on the same pillar where Chandra was written, guys. That is Mehroli iron pillar inscription related to Chandragupta II. Anangpal Tomar, important. His time period also, if you want to know, you can know, guys. Right. 19th. They believe in the technique of logical thinking to achieve salvation. The school was proposed by Gautama. It believes that God not only created the universe but also sustained and destroyed it. This is again, this is the 6 philosophies which you read Shaddarshan Nyaya school. एक थोड़ा इनके notes होने चाहिए आपके पास, right? Important है यहाँ से. 20th. They put on the pointed cap Kulha. Yahya bin Sarhindi wrote Tariq-e-Mubarak Shahi during their reign, related to Sayyid. Everybody must have done this, right? Easy question again. Tariq-e-Mubarak Shahi written by Yahya bin Sarhindi over here about the Mubarak Shah rule. 24th. Mubarak Shah. Mubarak Shah was next to Khizr Khan. So roughly, can you guess the time period of Mubarak Shah? 1420s, 1430s. The time period was very short of these years, 1414 to 1451. And these timeline, these 50 years are also divided between 4 rulers, right? So automatically you can guess it. 24. Which of the following statements about the Lodhi dynasty is incorrect? The Lodhi dynasty was founded by Behlol Lodhi. Incorrect, they have asked. Who was originally a noble in Tughlaq dynasty before establishing his rule? Right. Behlol Lodhi was given the title of Khane Khana after successfully helping Muhammad Shah against the Malwa Sultan. Right or wrong? This is also right information. Third, Behlol Lodhi established the city of Agra and relocated the capital from Delhi to Agra. This is one major work done by Sikandar Lodhi, because in the Sikandar Lodhi's time frame, now Agra will become one important center. Okay, and he built this Agra city over there. Fourth, the Lodhi dynasty ended with the invasion of Mongols led by Timur. Lodhi dynasty ended by the invasion of Timur. by the Babur, and Timur invaded in 1398. 3-4 invasion are of utmost importance. Timur invasion, Babur invasion, then over here you will be seeing Nadir Shah invasion. Then in the Marathas time frame, Ahmad Shah Abdali's invasion, right? 26th, consider the following statements regarding Ibn Battuta's travel. Ibn Battuta traveled during the time frame of Muhammad bin Tughlaq, right? And he wrote, Ibn Battuta gave his accounts in the book named as Rihla. So Ibn Battuta was appointed as a Qadi in the Sultanate of Delhi during his visit in India. This is right information. Those who don't know, add this information, guys. His travels took him to regions such as Maldives, China, and the Mali Empire. This you might be confused, but this is also right. Has Ibn Battuta visited the Vijayanagara Empire in the southern Bahmani kingdom? Ibn Battuta visited those empires too, guys. Only Fahen didn't go to south. Otherwise, these people went to south too. Ibn Battuta's journey primarily followed the land routes, avoiding sea voyages due to the political stability of the time. This is a wrong statement, right? His routes were followed by ships also. The Rihla, his travelogue, was written at the request of the Sultan of Morocco to document his adventures for posterity. देखो दिस अगेन ये इनमें आपको कन्फ्यूजन फेस करनी पड़ सकती है, ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. These type of statements are will not be given by UPSC over there, right? इसका आंसर क्या होगा? 1 and 2 only. ठीक है, तो 1, 2. Third is your avoiding sea because they were taking the sea route also. In his Rihla it is present, and also not as in the request of this Sultan of Morocco you will be seeing. About Ibn Battuta you will be seeing over here, guys. This explanation is good, you can see it. 27th, about Pratiharas. This question we might have missed, or we have done this question. The Pratihara dynasty played a key role in the promotion of Sanskrit literature, with many scholars flourishing under their patronage. This is right under Pratiharas, whom you will get Raja Shekhara. That is how they were written. Pratihara rulers including Nagabhatta and Mihira Bhoja supported the development of regional languages and literature. देखो, languages and literature is supported only when stability is there, but there was no stability. ठीक है, these rulers were trying to consolidate their space, right? So this is wrong over here. Answer will be C. 28th important question. Ikta Amil, Shikhs, Pargana Amil, and this is interchange. Pargana Amil, Muktis will be Ikta. Village Muqaddams and Khuds, right? This is right. Again, this has been come in the examination in the form of Amil. Answer will be 30th question. Consider the following statements about architectural style under Khilji dynasty. It was influenced by the Seljuk style of architecture. Seljuk, who was Seljuk? Seljuk कहाँ से आए? देखो यहाँ पर बहुत confusion है. Iranian people, great. देखो over there, these Ghaznavid people, these Turkish people, and some Turkish was from this Seljuk areas. So these were termed as Seljuk Turks, and they became influenced before the Ghurid Empire, right? So that is how these words are coming, Seljuk. The construction of this period were marked by the use of red sandstone. Third, Alai Darwaza and Siri Fort are example of this style, right? 31. Which of the following statement correctly describe the economy of the Delhi Sultanate? Economy of the Delhi Sultanate. The Delhi Sultanate economy was primarily industrialistic. तो गलत है, आज तक भी industrialistic नहीं है, right? Delhi Sultanate promoted trade both within India and with Central Asia and supported a thriving commercial network. The introduction of the Iqtidari system led to the centralization of economic control under Sultanate. Right. Fourth, the Delhi Sultanate saw a decline in urbanization. No, easy question, identified by the statement itself. Answer will be C, 2 and 3. 32. With respect to Amir Khusro, consider the following statements. He introduced many new ragas such as Ghura and Sanam. He evolved a new, this is right, he evolved a new style of light music known as Qawwalis by blending the Turkish and Iranian systems. It is a blend of Hindi. So he gave one blend of these languages, Turk and Hindi, as Hindavi, right? The invention of sitar was also attributed to him. This is right. Easy question. Amir Khushro. 33 question, guys, regarding Muhammad bin Tughlaq. Muhammad bin Tughlaq's decision to introduce the token currency system was motivated by his desire to expand the empire's economy and increase revenue. Right. The transfer of capital from Delhi to Dawlatabad was intended to strategically position to capital closer to southern front. Right. Decision to introduce a tax on agriculture produce was successful. Not successful. Easy. Fourth, Muhammad bin Tughlaq policies of administrative centralization were well supported by the nobility. Again, nobility was in factions, right? You understand this. Answer A. 35. Important question, guys, over here. Ibn Battuta, Rehla. Kitabul Hind was written by Al-Biruni. Minhaj-e-Siraj, Tabaqat-e-Nasri. Minhaj-e-Siraj was ruling when? Minhaj-e-Siraj. Over here, during the time frame of, you will be seeing slave dynasty, Nasiruddin Muhammad, before Balban, right? Tabaqat-e-Nasiri. Hasan Nazami, during the time period of, he wrote one first official, he was during the time period of, again, Khiljis or slave. 12th century mein you will be finding him, 1100 to 1200. Whom? Hasan Nizami. Then this Shams-e-Siraj Afif, he will be the court historian after Ziauddin Barani. And after this Shams-e-Siraj Afif. Futuwat-e-Firoz Shahi is not written by him. He has written Tariq-e-Firoz Shahi. Again, there will be confusion you will be facing. 2 Tariq-e-Firoz Shahi was written. One by Ziauddin Barani, who was in the court of Muhammad bin Tughlaq also, and Firoz Shah Tughlaq. After that, the court poet became Shams-e-Siraj Afif. He also wrote Tariq-e-Firoz Shahi. In both these, you will be finding some similar content also and some different content also. Tariq-e-Firoz Shahi of Ziauddin Barani focused upon administrative system more, right? Again, ये थोड़ा बहुत दिमाग में रखो, इसमें कोई इतना बहुत ज़्यादा मेजर बाइफर्केशन नहीं है. आंसर विल बी only 2. This question, 36th. The Ghurid dynasty was instrumental in the establishment of Muslim rule in Indian subcontinent, paving the way for Delhi Sultanate. The Ghurid rulers, particularly Muhammad Ghuri, adopted the policy of alliances with local rulers. This is not the case. Direct expedition, military expedition was there. So answer will be C. 37. The introduction of silver tanka as the standard currency during Sultanate period helped to centralize economy and promote trade both within and foreign goods. Right, wrong? Right. Silver tanka was high value coin that was widely accepted across the Indian subcontinent and was used in trade with Central Asia, Middle East Asia and other regions, boosting the Sultanate's economics integration. Easy, right? So answer will be A. Which of the following inscription provides the earliest mention of the Chola king Raja-Raja's one naval expedition to Southeast Asia? Where you will be getting about the Raja-Raja's Southeast Asia expedition? Over here, Raja-Raja's Chola's inscription at the temple of Gangaikonda, Cholapuram. In this temple, again, who will be inscribing this temple, guys? Rajendra I will be inscribing this Raja-Raja's one inscription, and in that he will be denoting this, right? 39. The Arab conquest of Sindh resulted in lasting socio-political changes in the region, paving the way for future Islamic empires in the Indian subcontinent. Right. The administrative and military practices introduced by the Umayyad Caliphate contributed primarily to the economic stability of the region, but had minimal impact on local political structure. This is wrong. Now you are understanding Umayyad. You are understanding what? Abbasid. When Abbasid came and when Ottoman came and connected with the, again, modern history, Ottoman, and that will be taken over by, right, later on that Byzantine Empire will be coming, guys. Okay? 40. What does the term zakat mean in Delhi Sultanate taxation system? part of income of Muslim used for welfare over here. Important. Over here, kharaj, khams, jizya, zakat you will be seeing. What is that one tax which used to go directly to the king's territory? Which were those lands? Khalisa lands, right? Khalisa lands was there, right? 41. Consider the following statements regarding Ziauddin Barani and the contribution to medieval Indian history. Ziauddin Barani is best known for his historical work, Fatwa-e-Jahandari. Right, wrong? Right. Barani's Tarikh-e-Firoz Shahi is a treatise on the principle of governance and politics. Dekho, again, they are talking about Barani's two books, Tarikh-e-Firoz Shahi and one Fatwa-e-Jahandari. Third, Ziauddin Barani was a critic of policies of Muhammad bin Tughlaq, particularly his economics experiment. This is also right. Fourth is also there. Barani was a strong proponent of the feudal system. This is not the case. So 1, 2, 3 about Ziauddin Barani. Acha, okay. Acha, over here Barani's Fatwa-e-Jahandari. Okay. Acha, okay. Lekin these two books are different, alright. This Fatwa-e-Jahandari is different, Tarikh-e-Firoz Shahi is different over here. But over here, principle of governance and politics are being talked about in both of these books. Okay? Might be different over here. But again, scholars, Ziauddin Barani, all these, Shams-e-Afif, and other scholars you are seeing, make it a list, guys. Make a list of here. 44. Muhammad Ghori's victory at the Second Battle of Tarain against Prithviraj marked the beginning of Muslim dominance in northern India. Muhammad Ghori's administration in India was characterized by direct rule of Delhi Sultanate, with his governors implementing his policies. This is also right. Third, Muhammad Ghori is credited with the establishment of Delhi Sultanate through his victory at the First Battle of Tarain. Easy part. Answer? A will be the answer, guys. Okay. 46th. Tughlaq fort was built by Ghiyasuddin Tughlaq. Firoz Shah Tughlaq founded the city of Jaunpur. Badani commented the king was freed from the people and they get freed from their king. The death of Muhammad bin Tughlaq. This is right. Okay. Correct? All three. 48. Muradabad ki pahadi recently seen in news is related to which Sufi saint? ये पता था सबको है, मुराद अली से करा है. देखो ऐसे ही एग्जाम में भी होगा. कीप योर ब्रेन्स ओपन और यू विल बी एबल टू सॉल्व मोस्ट ऑफ द डिफिकल्ट क्वेश्चंस टू. ठीक है. 50. He was known as the Herodotus of Arabs. He combined world history with scientific geography, social commentary, biography. His famous manuscript was named as Muraj al-Zahab. Who is there? Now देखो इसको छोड़ मत देना. ये इन्फॉर्मेशन आप इन स्कॉलर्स में डालो. Al-Baruni, Al-Masudi, Ibn Battuta, Abdur Razak will be visiting Vijayanagar Empire. ठीक है. Alright guys, thank you so much. We'll be meeting you in the next class.